You deserve the best internet. MTC can help. Switch to MTC Fiber Internet today and enjoy fast, unlimited internet with whole home coverage. Plus, we'll help you pick out the perfect streaming service for your family's needs. For more information or to sign up for service, stop by your local MTC office. Call 877-216-9951 or visit mtc4me.com.
Welcome back into the Midway Motors Drive to the Game for senior night here at the Roundhouse as the Bullpups take on the Winfield Vikings to close off the regular season. We're joined now by Mark Heidebrecht to give us history between McPherson and Winfield. A lot of history between these two schools, and last time these two faced, it was a sweep for McPherson that was down in Winfield. Thankfully, not the hour 45-minute trip from McPherson today. It's right here at the Roundhouse. So, but still, a lot of history between these two schools.
The only team that has more history is Newton. Right. So Winfield's the number 2 team that we've played the most times. And that record stands at 80-7. Since 1986, the McPherson girls' record versus Winfield has been 68-3. The last game we played with Winfield, as you mentioned earlier, was down in Winfield for a 51-24 win. The series started back in 1978 when Winfield, well, I should say when we joined the Ark Valley League. And so there's been a total of 87 games, and that, of course, ranks second all time in the number of games we've played. McPherson's home record is 40-4. Away record is 40-3. Offensive averages in the series, McPherson averages 58.0 points per game. Winfield 33.2 points per game. Average winning margin, McPherson wins by 27.5 points per game. Winfield 6.4 points per game. McPherson has a 56-game winning streak versus Winfield dates back to 1994. That's 31 years now. It's almost obscene.
Yeah.
Highest score in the series, McPherson scored 93 points on January 15th, 1999. In McPherson for a 93-24 win. That was an undefeated state championship team, incidentally. Winfield scored 75 points on December 3rd. Largest winning margins in the series. McPherson won by 69 points on January 15th, 1999. In McPherson by a score of 93-24. Winfield's largest winning margin in the series was 14 points on February 7th, 1986 in Winfield by a score of 64-50, and that was 38 years ago. Coach Clint Kinneman's record is 1-0 versus Winfield. Winning streaks, McPherson has a current 29-game winning streak when playing in McPherson, and McPherson playing in Winfield has a current 27-game winning streak. Winfield, on the other hand, playing in McPherson had a 2-game winning streak from 1991 to 1992, and Winfield playing in Winfield had a 1-game winning streak in 1994. I'm going to mention this stat. I think I mentioned it the first go-around, but it's amazing. Back on January 14th, 2000 in McPherson, the Winfield girls jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and then the Mac girls went on a 43-0 run to win the game 65-16.
Sheesh.
That might be the biggest run I've ever heard of.
Probably.
It was amazing. And if I remember right, when Winfield scored their next basket, I think the Roundhouse gave them a standing ovation.
Oh my gosh!
They felt so bad for him,
right?
And it was lopsided for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's also a lot of history between the boys, and if you could believe it, a longer winning streak.
Yeah, it reads a lot the same. The record is 86-6, and since 1981, McPherson's record versus Winfield is 80-2. The series started back in 1943, and the last game was played January 14th. This year in Winfield for a 64-26 win. The 92 games in the series ranks 4th out of the 112 basketball opponents the boys have played since 1937, and that's only behind Newton, Hutch, and Manhattan. So before long, they're going to eclipse Manhattan because we don't, unless we're in the tournament, we don't routinely play, or Hutch for that matter. Home record is 42-2, away record 41-4, on a neutral court 3-0. Offensive averages in the series, McPherson averages 69.6 points per game. Winfield averages 46.5 points per game. Winning margin, McPherson wins by 25.3 points per game. Winfield wins by 8.5 points per game. McPherson boys have a 58-game winning streak that's current. It dates back to 1993, 32 years ago. Highest scores in the series, McPherson scored 104 points on January 17th, 2003 in Winfield for a 104-62 win. Winfield's highest score in the series was 70 points on February 19th, 1993 in Winfield for a rare 70-60 win. Largest winning margins in the series, McPherson won by 76 points on January 11th, 2008 in McPherson by a score of 102-26. That's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
To win by 76. That's a good game if you just score 76.
Right.
Winfield, largest win is 20 points back on December 12th, 1980 in McPherson by a score of 65-45, and that was 45 years ago. Coach Kinnaman's record is 53-0 versus Winfield. Longest winning streaks, as you might imagine. McPherson playing in McPherson has a 40-game current winning streak dating back to 1981. McPherson playing in Winfield has a 29-game winning streak dating back to 1994. Let the good times roll.
Oh, yeah. Dominance, noun, right there. That's the definition.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure. Well, Mark, thanks for joining us all regular season. We're going to hear from you again in the postseason, which the boys' game will be next Tuesday and the girls will be next Wednesday. So we'll hear you for both of those, and we'll see you then.
Looking forward to it.
That's Mark Heidebrecht. We'll preview more coming up next in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Your home for McPherson Bullpup Basketball. Find exclusive stories and streaming audio online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Controlling your own weather can be easier than controlling anything else these days. This is Julie with RC Heating and Cooling. With a well-working cooling and heating system, you can be in control of your indoor weather at home. With so many things out of our hands, it's a good feeling to have a bit of stability. Call RC for a free estimate on new cooling and heating equipment. Call RC when your unit isn't up to par. Call RC to stay comfortable in any weather. Call RC 241-2787.
Midway Motors offers the most convenient way to service your vehicle with our pickup and drop-off service. Multi-point inspection video texted to you so you can see what the technicians are seeing, handy text approvals of proposed work, and even the option to pay through text. And if you decide it's time to sell your vehicle, we can appraise your vehicle and let you know what it's worth. Schedule your hassle-free service appointment today at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the Roundhouse here at the campus of McPherson High School as the Bullpups are minutes away from hosting the Winfield Vikings for their senior night here tonight at home. It also will close off their regular season. The Bullpup girls come in 8-11 on the year, 4-5 in divisional play, but they have won 2 games in a row, both of which being divisional games. It is the first the first divisional win streak that they have had this season, as they currently sit 4-5, tied for 4th alongside Circle, who McPherson did beat twice, the second of which being on Monday. We'll talk more about the what's to come for the girls' game in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. That's up next from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. from Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Your life is as unique as you are, so why should your celebration of life be just like everyone else's? Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home in McPherson will help you plan a service that's a tribute to your memory. John Wiggins and Chad Mitchell and the other familiar faces at Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home take the time to help personalize your service with video tributes, printed programs tailored to you, and a service that is truly a tribute to you.
When it comes to your personal banking, it should be, well, personal. That's how we do business at the Farmer State Bank. Farmer State Bank combines personal service with the modern convenience of advanced technology. Visit any one of our locations in Galva, Lindsborg, or McPherson and see how we take service. Very personal.
Cozy up with the warm flavors of a cinnamon brown sugar oat milk latte from Scooters Coffee. A comforting blend of spice and indulgence. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, Salina, and Abilene.
Looking for a better way to bank? At Great Plains Federal Credit Union, we put you first. As a member owner, you get better rates, lower fees, and personalized service that big banks just can't match. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or need a low-rate auto loan, we've got you covered. Join the local not-for-profit credit union that works for you. Great Plains Federal Credit Union, where you belong. Visit GreatPlainsFCU.com or stop by one of our locations in Abilene, Salina, Hillsboro, or McPherson today.
Krupp Lumber in Heston has been serving as the Marvin window and door dealer for many years. I'm Jared, and there's a reason why I only put Marvin windows in my parents' home. Marvin windows have thick, extruded, Krynar painted aluminum that will stand up to any hailstorm. At Krupp Lumber in Heston, you will find more Marvin windows and doors on display with French sliding bifold and patio doors. You will be amazed. I invite you to come see for yourself. Krupp Lumber, service is our specialty.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the Roundhouse, just minutes away from senior night for girls basketball as the Bullpups host the Winfield Vikings here tonight on also the regular season finale at the Roundhouse. Again, the Bullpup girls come in 8-11 on the year, but are on a 2-game win streak, their first league win streak of the season after defeating Circle on Monday by 16, and then a low-scoring come-from-behind victory on Tuesday against Mulvane on the road. And that win was a very special win for a team that really did not get anything going in the first half. A team that only scored 6 points in the first half were the Bullpups. Just 2 made shots and 1 made free throw made up the scoring for the first half. Towards the end of the third quarter is when the defensive effort and the momentum kind of pushed up in their favor. They still trailed by 8 at the end of 3 quarters, but then they outscored Mulvane by 10 points in the fourth quarter to come away with the win, capitalized by Marin Sandbo hitting the go-ahead 3 with 7 seconds remaining to beat Mulvane in the end. Mulvane had a chance to win the game, but their game-winning shot fell just short. Now on senior night, they're going to look to get 3 wins in a row in what would be their first 3-game win streak of the season. Correction, their second 3-game win streak of the season, the other of which was between January 21st and then the first 2 games of the Mid-America Classic as well. Correction, the Winfield game, then El Dorado, then the first game of the Mid-America Classic. But McPherson will look to get their second 3-game win streak here tonight, while Winfield, they've struggled this year at 1-19 on the year, still winless in league play. They still have not won a league game in almost 2 years, or actually over 2 years to the date. On February 23rd, 2023, that was their last league win of the season. The game plan brought to you by Erickson Custom Building for McPherson. Keep the momentum rolling, but also stay locked in, stay focused, and continue to just show all-out effort, because a lot like we saw on Tuesday, if they show the all-out effort, even if the shots are not falling, then they're going to get things figured out. So they can definitely do that just as long as they hustle to every loose ball as fast as they can. For Winfield, just established the low post. They have a terrific couple of forwards in this lineup, being Serenity Jones. Carson Hutto is terrific as well for Winfield. So if they can establish the low post tonight, then they can possibly get an upset win over McPherson here today. Again, it's senior night for McPherson. We'll recognize the two seniors who will both start. But first, we'd like to thank Erickson Custom Building. They sponsor our game plans. Get a game plan for your new construction or remodel online at ericksoncustombldg.com. There are two seniors on this McPherson lineup, one of which normally played in JV this year, had a couple of playing times in the regular season. But Ellie Bauer has been the go-to person in the point guard spot for McPherson in this one. So she, of course, will get the start for McPherson. The other senior is Ashton Hampton. She did not really play much of McPherson basketball before this year, if at all, that is, and she decided to join the team this year, or at least try out, was able to make the team this year, but mostly played in JV. But she will make the start on varsity for senior night tonight. Again, that's number 54, Ashton Hampton, a 5'8" senior forward. We'll let you know who the other starters are for McPherson and for Winfield. For McPherson, the rest of the starting lineups brought to you by Ag 360 Insurance. They are junior guard number 10, Marin Sanbo, who hit the game-winning shot on Tuesday. So again, once again, that's Marin Sambo getting the start as well. Brooke Doyle getting the start too. She's been the leading scorer for McPherson this year, averaging just north of 11 points a game. Riley Whitfield will also get the start today, 5'5" sophomore guard. Piper Albert will probably be the first one off the bench. She is the one that has also started a handful of games this year. Piper, a 5'8" sophomore guard, averaging 5 points per contest. The starting lineups for the Winfield Vikings are as follows. They are 5'6" senior, number 3, Rihanna Richards. 5'7" junior, number 4, Addison Flayton. 5'8" freshman, Carson Hutto. 5'7" senior, Layla Harris. And 5'9" senior, Brooklyn Mortimer. Those starting lineups are brought to you by Ag 360 Insurance. Ag 360 Insurance is here to partner in your legacy. Contact agents Serenetti or Cody Moores in Inman. McPherson won the tip, so they will start off this game going from right to left as we view the floor, going against a 3-2 zone, or rather a 2-1-2. Here's a cross-court feed. Marin Sambo, catch and shoot, hits the three! Just like the end of the game on Tuesday, Marin Sambo, the last points on Tuesday, the first on Thursday. It's 3-0 McPherson in the early going. Winfield with their first possession on offense. High pass on the near side. Losing the ball was Hutto. It's taken by McPherson. Sambo stops. High feed. The senior. Bauer with an up fake. Bounce pass Whitfield. Scanning back to Bauer. Still zone defense as they double her up. Cross-court feed, Hampton. Low post, turn, shoots, misses, rebounded by Winfield. Hampton has not scored a single point in varsity this year. Again, this is just the third varsity game she's played. She's mostly been in JV this year, but she's getting the start on senior night. Top of the key, Hutto hits the three. First points of the game for Winfield, and we're deadlocked at 3 apiece. 6:40 to go, first quarter. 3 all tie. Number 3 controlling the ball. High pass as Hampton lost the handle. Then Doyle tips it out of bounds. They say she touched it last, and Piper Albert will now check in for Hampton. 6:35 to go, first quarter, as Coach Clint Kinnaman, who normally wears a pullover or a polo, wearing a red button-down shirt and a black tie, black pants, black shoes as well. The old Bill Self look without the jacket. He has that tonight on senior night. He gave a high five, a double high five to Hampton. Turnaround shot won't go for Flayton. Rebounded by McPherson. Albert, far side. Bauer on the run. Cross-court feed. Whitfield wide open, long two. Well short. Ball will be tipped out of bounds off of Winfield. It'll stay with McPherson. The shot did not draw iron, so it will stay put at 27 will the shot clock. McPherson's in their home white unis, white jerseys, white shorts with red trim, red lettering and numbering on the front and back, spelling McPherson above the numbers. Winfield in their road blues, blue jerseys, blue shorts, white lettering and numbering on the front and back, spelling Winfield above the numbers. Uniforms brought to you by McPherson Laundry. Sambo, can she go 2 for 2? Yes, she can! Marin Sambo with another three-pointer. All 6 points from Marin in the early going, 6-3 Pups. Winfield will look to cut in. Ball knocked away, stolen by Sambo. Who else? Whitfield on the other end, on the right wing. Kick near side, extra pass into the corner. Bauer for 3. Got it! McPherson is 3 for 3 from downtown. That time the senior, Ellie Bauer, hitting it from distance. 9-3 Pups, 2.5 minutes in. What a start to senior night for McPherson. Turning the corner, a handoff, Hutto, top of the key, Doyle knocks it loose and gets a steal. Up ahead, Whitfield has the speed to go all alone. She lays it up, misses, but she got hit from behind, and a foul will be called, and Riley Whitfield's going to the line for 2. Layla Harris called for the foul, number 21 on number 21 crime. By the way, if you hear a different public address announcer voice, that's head baseball coach Heath Gerstner and the public address mic tonight. We all know he has a very distinctive voice, and you'll hear more of that come baseball season here on our Ad Asher Radio networks. Whitfield hits the first free throw as 3 Vikings will check in now, those being, if we can get to those, Tegan Seitzinger checks in. So does Paisley Curtis. And we'll double check the other, actually the one that got the rebound off the missed free throw, that being Brielle Griffin. Griffin got the board. It's 10-3 Bolt Pups, 3 minutes in. Winfield with the ball. Turning the corner, kicking right side, Mortimer into the near corner. Seitzinger, high pass, now into the lane. Griffin, floater, misses, rebounded by Sambo. Here comes Marin the other direction, cross-court feed. Bauer wide open. Can she hit it again? You betcha! Ellie Bauer from deep, 4 made shots, all of them from 3. It's 13-3 McPherson, 4:35 to go, first quarter. This is a team who in the first half of the season kind of struggled to shoot from distance, and boy, have they picked it up at the right time. Ensuing shot for Winfield won't go. A fight for the ball. Doyle comes down with it. Deep pass, Whitfield, 3-on-2, bounce pass, Sambo is behind her, but now Alvord, can she hit a 3? No, it's short, rebounded by Winfield. Boy, the roof on this place would have blown off if Alvord hit that 3. She doesn't though, and now here comes Winfield with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, still with just 1 made shot, which is a 3. Ball out of bounds, off of Sambo, they say. It'll go back to Winfield, or it'll stay with them, I should say. McPherson will bring in 4 players. Piper Alvord will be the only one staying in. But Jersey Alexander, Jensen Alexander, Bryn Littlejohn, and Ellie Paulson will check in. But first off, we'll have a timeout called by head coach Jason Venjon of the Winfield Vikings. What a start, 13-3 McPherson. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds. It's a full timeout. We're back at the Roundhouse after this. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Show your Bullpup pride with apparel from Artshirt, Gear for Sport at 211 North Main, downtown McPherson. We offer a wide variety of apparel for everyone in the family, offering sizes from newborn all the way to 4X. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Bullpups!
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
What a start for the Bullpup girls here on senior night. 4 minutes in, they lead 13-3 over Winfield in the early going. The defense has been a menace for McPherson. They've been menacing to Winfield. They've already forced 3 early turnovers, while McPherson shooting 4 of 7 on the floor, but all 4 of those makes were from deep, 4 of 5 from downtown. Marin Sambo and Ellie Bauer have hit 2 apiece. The other point is a free throw by Riley Whitfield. Play resumes as we had to stop because of a timeout called by Winfield in the early going. Near side with the ball is Seitzinger. Stopping on the near side, now at top of the key. They run a weave, kick back out to the top. Curtis scanning for help, shot clock down to 6. Near side, now into the wing. Richards steps up, guarded well, has to give it up. 3 does not get off in time. It's a shot clock violation. It was blocked anyway, so it would have been whistled regardless, but she did not get the shot off in time. Either way, though, good defense by the Bullpups. It's turnover, gives it back to him. Deep inbound for Jensen Alexander on the near side. Littlejohn fires from the elbow, misses short, rebounded by Winfield. Well, don't you know, to hit a shot for McPherson, you got to shoot a 3. I'm kidding, of course. It's just been that way for the start of the game. On the other end, 3 misses off the top of the backboard. Deep rebound goes to Piper Alvord. They do not have the numbers, so they'll give it up. Littlejohn near side with an up fake. Steps up, double team, kick out Alvord. Still zone defense for Winfield. Jersey Alexander in between the circles. Bounce past Littlejohn, looking towards the wing, now drives in, now feeds it to Albert in the near corner, but they'll slow it down back to the perimeter. High pass, Jersey to Jensen Alexander. Littlejohn in the paint, lost the handle, a dive for the ball. A tie-up will be called, and the arrow will give it to Winfield. McPherson with some good ball movement in the early going. They've done a good job of that in the past few games, but that time it just did not result in anything, well, except for a turnover because of the tie-up. Serenity Jones checks in for the first time. She had a great outing, first meeting between these two teams, but Jones looks like she's been out with an injury for some time, or sidelined a little bit. 3 misses well short because she has a huge knee brace on her right leg. Alexander bounce past Paulson, blocked by Jones, taken by Winfield. Here come the Vikings the other way. High pass near side, Curtis into Jones, turning on Littlejohn. She misses the shot short, hits off of Littlejohn. Jersey Alexander the board. Bullpups looking to push. Jersey turns the corner, needs help, bounce past Littlejohn on the near side, and they'll slow things down. Jersey Alexander tried a crossover move, but was not able to. Far past Jensen Alexander, drives, gets bumped, and a foul will be called on Winfield. Already the 3rd team foul for them in this game, as they rule that one on Rihanna Richard. 2nd team foul, actually. They updated the scoreboard faster than my head looked up at the scoreboard above midcourt. Layla Harris checks back in, and we'll have a travel called on McPherson right after the inbound. So another turnover back to Winfield, but the Bullpups still with a 13-3 lead. 2:01 to go in this first frame. It's senior night in the regular season finale. The Bullpup girls looking to get a 3-game win streak before heading to Sub-State next Wednesday. Near side, stopping in the corner. High pass, Winfield corrals it on the near wing. Now Jones, top of the circle. They go back near side in the perimeter, but Jones is not able to collect the ball on the pass near side. It's out of bounds, and back to McPherson. This won't be the last time we're in the Roundhouse this season, of course. However, it will be for the girls. They definitely, or for the immediate future, I should say, as now 4 players will check in for McPherson. Everybody but Ellie Paulson will stay in. Marin Sambo, Ellie Bauer, Riley Whitfield, Brooke Doyle check in. Bauer near side. And what I meant by that is it looks like McPherson will be on the road for the first round of Sub-State. We'll try to get you score updates for other games for the teams that they may play. It's kind of a toss-up right now between Pratt, Mulvane, and Augusta. Top of the key, Sambo, low pass, but Bauer collects. 1 to go cross court as there's a double team. Now goes cross court. Whitfield with a bounce. Drives, baseline, lost it, ball in the air. Whitfield taps it. And now on the deck it goes. We have a whistle and a foul. Who's it on? I think it's on McPherson. It is on McPherson. It is on Ellie Paulson. First foul called on McPherson in this game, and it goes to Ellie. Winfield will bring in a couple of their starters back in. Addison Flayton and Carson Hutto back in. 13-3, McPherson still with the lead. They're on a 10-0 run. But they have not scored in nearly 3 minutes. Top of the key, knock loose, Sambo the steal. Here comes Bauer, 3-on-2. Bauer will just go herself, floater, crawls off. Rebound, fought for, but an over-the-back foul is going to be called on Winfield in the low post. So McPherson will keep it. Piper Albert will come back in for Paulson as they rule the foul on Addison Flayton, her first team foul number 3. 55.4 to go first quarter. Fresh shot clock for the Bullpups. Bounce pass. Doyle on the run. Shot blocked by Jones, but they'll whistle a foul. Actually, couldn't really hear the whistle. So 2 free throws now coming for Brooke Doyle. Jones will be called for her first foul. 54.2. In the first quarter, McPherson still with a 10-point lead. Doyle looking to add to that at the charity stripe. First one is good. Kind of a line drive jumper that Doyle has, but about 6 or 7 times out of 10 it works out, especially from distance. But Doyle's been a perennial low post player. That's actually her first point of the game, and she makes them both. to give her 2 points to start off. It's 15-3 McPherson, intercepted by Bauer off the inbound. Good defense from the senior Ellie Bauer. Whitfield bounce pass, Doyle turns, and she's called for a travel. Wasn't quite sure what the travel was. Coach Kinnaman sharing the same sentiment that I have. And Winfield will play it in. Still against full court pressure by McPherson. It backs off a little bit, but Curtis did not handle the ball cleanly, is able to hand it off to Harris as they cross midcourt far side. High pass, far elbow. Flayton with a bounce pass into Jones. Did not fumble it, or did not catch it cleanly. Now pass inside, knocked away. Still on the deck, far side. Albert comes down with it. Deep pass, Sambo, 2-on-2. Sambo all the way, misses. May have been blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with McPherson. 22.6 left. Shot clock turned off for this first quarter. McPherson will have the last shot likely, but not before Tegan Seitzinger checks back in, the 5'10 sophomore for the Winfield Vikings. Whitfield to throw it in. Bounce pass, boys. She had Alvord wide open in the corner, didn't find her. Instead, tipped and intercepted. Winfield will get it back, and now they'll hold for the last shot, possibly. Near side, Harris on the run, driving pull-up jumper from the baseline, misses strong, rebounded by Doyle. 7 seconds, deep pass on the run. It's Whitfield. 1-on-3, but Whitfield will go all the way. Layup good, and one. Riley Whitfield with a terrific move inside, able to get past all three defenders and score 17-3. She'll look to make it 18-3. They ruled a foul on Curtis, her first. Team foul number 5, doesn't matter much. One free throw for Whitfield. 3.5 to go in the quarter. She missed it. Tap back. Whitfield tracks it down. 2 seconds. Sambo gets bumped. No whistle, and that's the end of the first quarter. But what a start for McPherson. They lead 17-3 at the end of one, finishing the quarter on a 14-0 run. Second quarter coming up after this. We're back in 30 seconds from the Roundhouse. For the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
From spring planning to landscaping and fall cleanups to winter snow removal, LS Tractor is your performance pack tractor for all seasons. Our universal skid steer quick attach system makes switching out attachments a breeze, and our tough heavy lifting loaders give you added strength for any job. Start with reliability and power, stay for a wide range of capabilities, attachments, and implements. Get more features for less money. Start blue, stay blue with LS Tractor. Visit Moundridge Tractor, where customer service has been our business since 1985.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Good start for the McPherson girls on the regular season finale and on senior night, as McPherson has shot terrific from the perimeter to start off this game. Believe it or not, the Riley Whitfield layup with the and one, she missed the free throw, but right before the end of the quarter, the layup was the first 2 made by the Bullpups in this one. They shot 5 for 12 in the first quarter, 4 for 5 from distance. Ellie Bauer and and Marin Sambo each shot 2 for 2 from deep in the first quarter, both of which with 6 points. Brooke Doyle with 2 points, both at the free throw line, and then 3 points for Riley Whitfield. She hit a free throw earlier. She's 1 for 3 at the stripe now, but she has 3 points. On the other hand, Winfield, they tied the game at 3 early with a Carson Hutto 3, and they have not scored since. That came at the 6:49 mark of the first quarter. Albert in the corner for a triple. She misses short, ball tipped high and taken by Winfield. Winfield shot 1 of 8 overall in that first quarter and turned the ball over 8 times. Now McPherson did have 6 turnovers in the first quarter though. Seitzinger 3, too strong, rebounded by Whitfield on the near side. Deep pass, Doyle, far corner. Driving baseline, doubled up, Sambo. Can she go 3 for 3? No, not that time. Rebound fought for, but it's taken away, ripped away by Mortimer. Here come the Vikes. Richards, Rihanna Richard at that. There is a Regan Richards as well on this team. High pass inside. Flayton turns, shoots, misses, rebounded by Doyle. Winfield still struggling to shoot the ball. Near side on the drive. Whitfield got away with a walk. She missed the shot though. Ball don't lie, I guess they say. A kid, of course. Whitfield actually going back a little bit slow. Maybe have got, I think she had her right hand on the right side of her head. Wonder if she got hit. Winfield with the ball though, far side. Richards fakes on the corner. Sambo guarding her well. Now Alvord swoops in, tried to poke it loose, but gave a lot of contact in the process. She'll be called for the foul, her first, as Griffin was the one that was hit to the ground off that deflection. 17-3, McPherson with the lead over Winfield. Winfield has not scored in now 8 full minutes of game time. Winfield with the ball. They had it poked loose, but got it back. Driving, Flayton turns, shoots, and hits off the window. Addison Flayton with a turnaround jumper. Finally breaking the cold snap. 17-5 Bullpups. Sambo with the ball in between the circles. Right side, Whitfield bounce past Doyle. Double comes off the zone defense. Bauer on an extra skip pass. Defense came in late. Whitfield drives, floater, you bet. Riley Whitfield, who's been a perennial piece, who's just a sophomore. Bear that in mind. Bright future ahead for her. And it's 19-5 Bullpups. 5 points already for Riley. Griffin drives on the near side, a handoff near corner, Flayton with the ball. Back on the near wing, Richard, cross-court feed, left wing, 3 on the way. Seitzinger misses just short, rebounded by Whitfield. Pups look to push again. They have Doyle, but defense was there. Whitfield will now dump it into Doyle. Double team, stepping up, shoots, and scores, plus the foul. Just an awkward floater, kind of fading back a little bit as 2 defenders came in, but arm contact is what the foul was called for, and she was able to shoot it up and in. Audra Sambo checks in, so does Jensen Alexander for McPherson, replacing Ailey Bauer, Piper Albert. Bren Littlejohn's at the scores table as well, likely to come in for Doyle if she hits this free throw. 4 points for Brooke, the star junior, who was an All-State honoree in volleyball this year. She hits the free throw to give her 5 points, but the leading scorer on this team for McPherson, averaging 11 a contest. Winfield to throw it in. McPherson with a 22-5 lead. 5:35 left, second quarter. Seitzinger with a handoff in the backcourt as Mortimer will take the ball up. Driving, got past Sambo, now gets tripped and a foul will be called. Believe it'll be on Jensen Alexander. Indeed it is. Jensen, who missed a few games due to a concussion she suffered in the third place game in the Mid-America Classic against Hutchinson. Missed some time, but she returned about a couple weeks later. Long 2 went in by Rihanna Richards. Foot was over the line, so it's just a 2-point shot, 22-7. McPherson still with the lead over Winfield. Audra Sambo finds Marin on the near side, cross-court feed. Ball tipped. Now Audra will try a 3, misses wide as Alexander is called, or no, she went up for the rebound, saw some contact, but instead they call a jump ball, and the arrow gives it back to Winfield. They'll bring 4 players in, as I believe Brooklyn Mortimer is the only Viking to stay in. Hutto, Harris, Meeker, or excuse me, that's not Meeker, that's Curtis. And I believe Regan Richard. Yep, Regan Richard is also in, who picked up the loose ball on the far side. A travel will be called. Taking an extra step was Curtis. Curtis thought she was fouled, but no whistle came except for the travel. So 4:50 to go in the first half, and McPherson still up by 15 points. Deep pass, Jensen Alexander, now high pass, may have been tipped. Whitfield tracks it down, splits through defenders, kick out, extra pass. Marin Sambo, top of the key, on 1 foot, trying to give it up, and now finally did. As they swing around the perimeter, the ball goes a little bit too low in between Littlejohn's legs, and it finds a Viking in the process. So another steal, this time Mortimer with it, who is almost sure. The ball went over the midcourt stripe after she was already over the line. That's a backcourt violation, and back to McPherson. As Jersey Alexander will check in, but she'll come in for Audra Sambo. McPherson's scoring has kind of slowed down in this quarter, as now they're shooting 7 of 18 on the floor, but they're still doing an amazing job defensively. However, they just turned the ball over for their 8th turnover of the game. But the good news for them, Winfield has 10. And Winfield only shooting 3 of 13 on the contest. Near side with the ball is Curtis. Looking for help, finds it right corner. Hutto, who had the team's first points on a 3. On the run, Richard misses the shot, that being Regan Richard. Rebounded by Jersey Alexander. Stops on a dime, crosses midcourt. Driving to her left, kick out, Marin Sambo. Now to Whitfield. Got past the defender, pull up from the elbow, just too strong. Rebounded by Winfield. Jersey Alexander tried to cause a tie-up, but did not happen. Instead, Mortimer breaks the pack and crosses the red-painted midcourt stripe. On the far end, now she'll drive, got past Sambo, extra defense. Richard right side, Hutto. Kick back near wing, 3.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Winfield with the ball down by 15. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. Richard misses. Ball fought for, tipped once, twice, a third time out of bounds. It'll go off of Winfield, and McPherson will bring in a full platoon swap. 5 in, 5 out. As checking in will be Ellie Paulson, Brooke Doyle, Piper Albert, Ellie Bauer, and Audra Sambo. Coach Kinnaman pointing out a play, pointed at Alvord, letting Bauer know that she was open as she dribbles right in front of us. Cross-court feed back to Bauer. There was pressure right out of the jump, but a good feed by Bauer, the senior. High pass, not deep enough as it is intercepted by Hutto. It was intended for Paulson, but some traffic in the paint. Winfield will take the ball up. Harris, high pass near side. Hutto on the right wing. They swing it back out. Top of the circle, driving. Richard, layup good. Correction, Mortimer. Brooklyn Mortimer with the layup. She got it to go to make it 22-9, McPherson. Audra Sambo, near side, Doyle picks up her dribble. High pass, Bauer. Now into Paulson. Shoots over a defender, crawls in. Hit the rim a couple of times, and Ellie Paulson able to get the hook shot to go. Her first points of the evening, 24-9 Pups. 2.5 minutes to go first half. There'll be a foul on Ellie Bauer. I think it's just a little bump foul. Coach Kinnaman incensed with the call because he did not think that Ellie, if there was contact, didn't think that Ellie was the one that, made the contact. If that makes any sense. I'm trying to find the correct wording, and that clearly wasn't it. Top of the key. Curtis with it, now near side. Meeker, who checked in. Inside shot is good, a floater by Hutto. Hutto with 5 points to lead the Vikings. 24-11 McPherson. Doyle, Audra Sambo fakes, got past the defender, fires long, too strong, rebounded by Winfield. Doyle tried to knock it loose, but Hutto keeps control of it. Here comes Winfield the other direction. Less than 2 minutes to play first half, but the Bullpups still with a 13-point edge. Bounce pass, Meeker, double-teamed, Alvord with the block. Alvord somehow saved it. It found Paulson, and here comes McPherson. Deep pass, Doyle fakes, shoots, and hits, and one. Brooke Doyle, which all started with the save by Alvord after the block, without a doubt worthy of being the Happy Egg Co. excellent play of the game. And if that's not the epitome of the hustle that we've seen out of McPherson over the past week, I don't know what is. Brooke Doyle at the line for the and one. She has 7 points. She misses the free throw, but we have a whistle. And she crossed the line before it even hit rim, which is a violation on Doyle. So if it went in, it would not have counted, but it didn't matter either way. Marin Sambo checked back in, believe Whitfield did too. Here's a softball pass which finds Flayton on the run, one-on-one with Marin Sambo. Flayton shoots and hits off the glass. Addison Flayton, who matches the total that she had against Bueller on Tuesday. Bauer misses on a 3, rebounded by the aforementioned Flayton. 80 seconds to go in the first half, 26-13, McPherson with the lead. For reference, they only had 28 the entire game on Tuesday against Mulvane. Winfield with the ball, far side. Flayton with a left-handed dribble. Doyle pokes it out of bounds. It will stay with Winfield, but good defense by the junior in the low post. Seitzinger will come back in for Winfield. 1:09 to go first half. 19 on the shot clock when Winfield throws it in to the left of the basket on the baseline. The boys team behind the baseline near the tunnel, waiting to get some warm-up shots in. Sambo blocked the shot, but a pass was miscommunicated and taken back. Near side, Curtis for three. No, rebounded by Whitfield. Less than a minute to go in the half. Whitfield stops on a dime, far side, Sambo. Bauer, extra pass. Alvord steps, did not get the shot off. Now spinning, shooting, missing as Doyle may have been blocked, and it's taken by Winfield. Seitzinger had a fingertip on it, I think. Two clocks now separated by about 9.5 seconds in this half, but we're going to have an offensive foul called on Winfield, an illegal screen on Seitzinger. Called by the official on the near side. It happened right in front of him. He believes there was a moving screen. 36.4 to go in the half, so a 1.4 second difference between the two clocks. So Coach Kinnaman, who's banging his fists together, one on top of another, calling out a play, might be asking the team to hold for the final shot of the half. McPherson doubling up Winfield's score. Sambo lost the handle, trying to do a couple of crossover moves. Able to kick it out. Whitfield fires from the baseline, misses. A fight for the ball. Doyle tracks it down baseline, saves it. What a play to Whitfield. And now Bauer with the shot clock off, slows it down. 12 on the game clock. Near side, Whitfield had it tipped and stolen. 8 seconds left for Winfield. They'll get the last shot likely. Mortimer, now top of the key, handoff, Hutto, deep three at the buzzer, misses short, but it's halftime. And the Bullpups using that terrific start they had to give them a 13-point lead at the break. The Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report is next from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
You're listening to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. Great Plains Federal Credit Union, placing people before profit. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. The McPherson Bullpups play here.
Want your engine to power through the toughest conditions? Then you need John Deere Plus 52 engine oil. Built for extreme environments, Plus 52 gives your engine the protection it deserves and keeps it running at peak performance. Right now, you can save big with 10% off select packaged oil and 15% off filters. Stock up today at Prairieland Partners. Offer ends February 28, 2025. Call, stop by, or visit prairielandpartners.com to learn more.
Prairieland Partners.
Hungry? Heston Bakery and Cafe welcomes you for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. They have an assortment of sandwiches, salads, soups, baked goods, specialty coffees, and desserts. Open 7 days a week, located in Heston. It's a convenient, comfortable space to meet friends and family. Ask about the catering options, too. Find them online at HestonBakeryandCafe.com to view the menu or order online.
It's halftime. While the players are getting ready for the second half in the locker room, it's time to give you the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. Last night, Hutchinson Community College had basketball action at home against Pratt Community College. Both teams were able to soar past Pratt as the women's team won 85-44 to give themselves 25 wins on the season. They're currently 25-3 overall, marking the 25-win mark in a season for the 18th time in school history. The Blue Dragon men were able to get a close win, but still won 65-59 and a grinded out victory over Pratt. They'll continue on their season this Saturday as they will be on the road against Seward County. Sterling College women's basketball is in action tonight for the first round of the KCAC Conference Tournament quarterfinals as the Sterling women, led by Conference Player of the Year Corin Clayson, will travel to Springfield, Missouri to face Evangel. Tip-off for tonight is at 7 o'clock. Closing off with some national news, especially as it's been an eventful couple of days in the NFL. Today marks the start of the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine, as some of the best college athletes will look to impress the NFL scouts before the NFL draft in a couple of months. Currently, the highest-ranked prospect is Ashton Jeanty, the star running back out of Boise State, who was a Heisman candidate. The Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, is the third highest-ranked prospect in the NFL Scouting Combine. But there are Jayhawks and Wildcats who will perform this week over the next few days, trying to impress the scouts, including the two-star defensive backs for the Jayhawks, Kobe Bryant and Melo Dotson, star hometown running back Devin Neal, and offensive tackle Logan Brown. For K-State, they'll have some athletes in the scouting combine as well. Those include running back DJ Giddens, defensive back Jacob Parrish, and safety Marcus Seigel. That's your halftime report. More basketball coverage is coming up next.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Devin.
Together we are Stematic of Central Kansas.
With a new location at 209 North Main in downtown McPherson. We are here to help, offering water, fire, and smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet and upholstery cleaning, as well as hard surfaces like tile and even grout cleaning. Don't forget about the places you can't see, like air ducts and dryer vent. Find us on Facebook or online at stematicofcentralks.com for a free estimate to see how Stematic of Central Kansas can help you.
Oh, and honey, don't forget.
Call Stematic, you'll be ecstatic.
When quality of care matters, let the compassionate and professional staff at Hospice and Home Care of Reno County serve you. We are committed to the well-being of our community because we are your neighbors and friends. We provide services such as home health, hospice, private duty, palliative care, and voice care. Count on us to provide your in-home health care services. Wherever you consider home, Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, your local not-for-profit agency serving a 50-mile radius of Hutchinson. We care how you live.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back into the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report as the Bullpup girls have a terrific lead at the end of the first half here in McPherson on their senior night and on their regular season finale. They started off terrific with a 17-3 lead. Things kind of slowed down a touch in the second quarter as McPherson was actually outscored 10-9 in that second quarter, but they still hold a 13-point lead, 26-13 through one half of play. McPherson they've shot pretty decent so far, 27%, but they only hit one shot at in the second quarter. They're shooting, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I looked at Winfield's, not McPherson's. My apologies. McPherson made 4 shots in the second quarter. 9 of 25 McPherson shot in the first half, good for 36%, 4 of 9 from deep, but they have missed their last 5 attempts on the game, but 44% at the line, still pretty good, or from behind the line, still pretty good. And then 4 for 6 at the free throw line as well for McPherson in this one thus far. 6 assists on 9 made buckets, pretty good average, but McPherson has turned the ball over 12 times. Winfield has 11 turnovers, but Winfield is shooting the aforementioned 6 for 22, 1 of 8 from deep. They made their first, have not made one since. They missed their last 7 from distance. McPherson's leading scorer is Brooke Doyle with 7 points, shooting 2 of 3 so far, 4 rebounds, 6 points apiece for Ellie Bauer and Marin Sambo, 5 for Riley Whitfield and 2 for Ellie Paulson for McPherson so far. For Winfield, their leading scorer is Carson Hutto with 5 points, 4 for Addison Flayton, and then 2 apiece for Rihanna Richard and for Brooklyn Mortimer. But Mortimer has a team-high 6 rebounds, just a little bit under half of what the team's rebounds are, as they have 13. McPherson out-rebounding Winfield 20-13, but 5-0 on the offensive glass. So a good start for McPherson. Let's see if they can continue that momentum going into this second half as they look to end the regular season on a 3-game win streak. Second half action is coming up next. We thank you for listening to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
More of the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report is coming up after this. Next, we'll recap tonight's first half stats. Your home for the McPherson Bullpups is 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Life's better when you're under our roof because our agents can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams.
Visit your local American Family Insurance agent, Steve Barr, at 807 North Main, McPherson.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Hi, I'm Carly Sutton with First Bank Kansas, where we're committed to making your home a reality. Picture this, your dream home perfectly within reach. With our flexible and affordable home mortgage options, we're here to turn your dreams into possibilities. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to refinance, First Bank Kansas is more than just a lender. We're your dedicated partners in building your future. Our personalized services ensure that your mortgage aligns with your unique needs. Don't delay. Let's make your dream home a reality at First Bank Kansas. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Most people know you have to change the engine oil regularly, but did you know that there are at least 4 other fluids that need serviced at regular intervals? These include transmission, power steering, brake, transfer cases, and more. Even hybrids require regular maintenance to maximize fuel economy and reduce costly repair bills. Come see the professional service team at Jar Automotive to make sure your car is in tip-top condition.
When it's time to give your car some care, come to Jar. We'll see you there.
Experience the best in customer service when you call Alliance Agency Inc. for a Buckeye Insurance Group personal insurance quote. Alliance Agency Inc. can provide insurance coverage to meet your family's needs. Protect your financial future by calling Alliance Agency Inc. at 620-241-0213. Buckeye Insurance Group and Alliance Agency Inc. working together to protect you.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
One half in the books for the Bullpup girls as they lead 26-13 at the halftime break, as they'll look to get their 3rd straight victory to close off the regular season and a big win on senior night. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Next Tech Wireless. Stream today's broadcast with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless, where you can find the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Special thanks to Scooters Coffee. Nominate your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card to be named the Scooters Coffee My Mom of the Game. Sign up on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Scooters Coffee, be amazing. Also like to thank Pile Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pile Law 241-9000. Tom works to get the benefits you deserve. Let's get you some score updates before we get into second half action. These scoreboard updates are brought to you by McPherson Dental Care. Bueller girls are actually trailing against Augusta at halftime, if you could believe it. Bueller, who is undefeated in divisional play at 9-0, number 2 in the regional standings at 16-3. They trail by 7 over the Lady Orioles at halftime. In some local sub-state action, currently Minneapolis girls lead Garden Plain 18-11. That's 2A. 3A halftime, Colby leading Nickerson 38-11 as well. Also local 5A, Hutchinson girls trailing 11-8 at the end of one quarter. There's more scoreboard updates which we can find later on, but those are brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. We're back underway here at the Roundhouse. Bullpups will start off with the ball in this second half as they will now go from left to right as we view the floor. Alvord fades, shoots, misses, ball tap back. Alvord got her own miss. It's Alvord, Whitfield, Bauer, Doyle, and Marin Sambo. Whitfield on the near side. Sambo top of the key. Extra pass. Bauer thought about it. Boy, are they just swinging it around the perimeter. Good passing. Now floating and missing, though, is Whitfield. Bauer got a fingertip on it. It's taken by Winfield. However, Coach Kinnaman claps his hands saying, good possession, just didn't go in, but that's something he likes to see. Sharing the rock, something he absolutely loves. Tipped by Doyle out of bounds. It will stay with Winfield, but good defense from Brook in the low post. 23 on the shot clock when they throw it in. 26-13, McPherson with the lead here at the Roundhouse. Winfield to throw it in. Harris will do so, wide open. Hutto 3, misses, rebounded by Brooke Doyle. Doyle looking to push, going coast to coast. Now high pass. Whitfield, Bauer. Near corner, cross-court feed, deflected by Hutto, but it finds the hands of Marin Sambo, so Whitfield will slow it down. Sambo and Bauer are each 2 for 2 from behind the three-point line. Correction, just Bauer is, as Sambo missed one later on in the first half. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with McPherson, 15 on the shot clock. 1 minute into this third quarter, 26-13, Bullpups. Whitfield to throw it in the baseline, deep inbound. Marin Sambo on the near side in the perimeter. Still a 2-3 zone defense. Coach Venjon is not really shied away from that. 7 on the timer, inside Alvord, turns, shoots, crawls just short. Be nice to us, rims. Rebounded by Winfield. Mortimer will take it the other direction. Mortimer with a left-handed dribble, hand off to the near wing. Rihanna Richard kicks it on the near elbow. Flayton, top of the circle. Hutto to Harris. Harris baseline doubled up. Tried to dish it out near side. It's out of bounds, and it will go back to McPherson. Another forced turnover by the Bullpup defense, the 12th that they forced in this game. McPherson has turned the ball over 12 times, but their shooting has been terrific, especially moving the ball around. I mentioned that McPherson had 6 assists on 9 made buckets, which is 67% assist to turnover ratio, or rather assist to shot ratio, pretty good. Alvord misses the three, long rebound. Winfield has it on the run. Richard almost lost it. Now here comes Winfield. The point that I was trying to make was that Winfield had just 1 assist on 6 made buckets in the first half. Harris with a handoff right side. Hutto lost it. Oh, they're going to call a foul on McPherson. Looked like maybe a reach-in foul. It's going to be on Ellie Bauer. Her second, team foul number 1 in this third quarter. A little over 2 minutes into this third quarter. They play it in, almost deflected. Now Flayton turns, misses the shot short. Good defense by Piper, rebounded by McPherson. Whitfield with a stutter step, kick out left side. Bauer back to Whitfield. They'll slow it down. Sambo thought about a three, but dishes the rock. Doyle tried to go into Alvord. It's tipped. Whitfield top of the circle with an up fake. Still plenty of time for McPherson. Cross-court feed, high pass. Good job by Sambo to catch it on the bounce. Doyle near corner, fakes 10 on the shot clock. Doyle steps up, fires, misses short, trying to get the rebound. Nope, it's taken by Flayton in the low post. Almost 3 minutes into this quarter, nobody has scored in this second half. It's still 26-13 McPherson. Mortimer crossover, offensive foul called, believe on Flayton for an illegal screen. Indeed it is. Second foul on Flayton, first team foul on Winfield. Braille Griffin will check back in. So will Tegan Seitzinger. And Paisley Curtis also checks back in. I knew I was missing one. Curtis was the one I was missing. Bauer had it knocked loose. Alvord back to Bauer near side. Bauer gets tripped and a foul will be called on Rihanna Richard, which will be her second foul. Richard, the starting guard, 5'6" senior. 5:04 to go, third quarter. There's quite a bit going into this one, which we'll talk about in a second for Winfield. Shot up, may have been blocked as Sambo tried to shoot it, but it goes out of bounds. McPherson tried to save it, and they touched it last, so out of bounds back to Winfield. But there's a lot on the line for Winfield in this one to keep their postseason hopes alive. Both Winfield and El Dorado are tied in the regional standings. Winfield in the final spot to get into the sub-state bracket. El Dorado the first spot outside. But they have the same record. Winfield with just a very shy point margin difference in their advantage. A missed shot, now a dive for the ball on the far side, and a tie-up. The arrow will keep it with Winfield as Jensen Alexander will check in. The good news for Winfield with this game, who's El Dorado facing today? Wellington, who is ranked the #1 team in the state. Timeout call by Winfield with 4:37 to go third quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, but we'd like to thank our sponsors in the process. Those include Scooters Coffee. Nominate your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card to be named the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Sign up on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Scooters Coffee, be amazing. Also like to thank Next Tech Wireless. Stream today's broadcast with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless, where you can find the latest phones and devices at the best prices. We'd also like to thank those for helping us out all year long. McPherson College Admissions, Erickson Custom Building, Midway Motors, Prairieland Partners, Stamatic of Central Kansas, American Family Insurance with Steve Barr, Jar Automotive, McPherson College Athletics, TC Construction, Hometown Outdoor Power, Farmer State Bank, and Crop Lumber. Winfield with 3 timeouts left. McPherson has not called one yet, so they have all 5. With 4:37 to go third quarter, McPherson still holding this 26-13 lead that they had at halftime. Seitzinger breaks it, though. She hits a 3 right off the inbound, catch and shoot 3, and that is her first points of the game. And it's down to 10, if you can believe it, 26-16. Alvord, bounce past Doyle, double team, dishes it out. Alvord again on the far wing, back to Sambo, cross-court feed. Whitfield bounce past Doyle on the baseline. Doyle with a left-handed dribble. Now Sambo, she'll dial up a 3. Misses strong. Alvord keeps it alive, tips it to Doyle, who goes back up and scores. Wonder if they'll give Piper Alvord the assist with that one, or maybe not just because it was a tip, but we'll see. But 28-16, now McPherson breaks the scoreless first 4 minutes they had of the half, and the Bullpups lead by 12. Griffin, kick out to the far corner. Mortimer, high pass inside. Serenity Jones turns the shoulder, misses the shot though. Ball tips, Seitzinger couldn't keep it alive. It goes out of bounds and back to McPherson. Paisley Curtis and Carson Hutto are back in for the Lady Vikings. Also, Bryn Littlejohn back in for McPherson, replacing Brooke Doyle. McPherson to throw it in on the run. Sambo has it, but now turns back as a defender was coming in. Sambo crosses midcourt, top of the key, kick out far side, Riley Whitfield. Now Sambo again, Whitfield left wing, open three, short. Sambo kept it alive, Jensen Alexander tracked it down, fresh shot clock. Littlejohn turned, shot blocked, a race for it on the baseline, she got it, saved it to Alvord, and that it then hit off of her foot and then off of Littlejohn's foot when she was out of bounds, so it turns it back over to Winfield. A lot of craziness in that possession as Winfield will go to the bench once more to bring Layla Harris back in. Now, for McPherson, they're on a really good stretch as of recent. Obviously, they had some setbacks early on in the season, especially late January and into early February when this team was struggling with injury and illness. This year's been a little bit of an anomaly from, what we've seen most seasons for girls basketball, but that's because this team is very young and they do have a bright future. Deep three, Winfield on the right side. She misses, that being Layla Harris, rebounded by McPherson, and Whitfield is the one that got the rebound. Jersey Alexander and Ellie Bauer are at the scorer's table for McPherson. Sambo, now Whitfield bounce past Littlejohn with an up fake, driving, try to find Jensen Alexander. She cannot, it's out of bounds, and back to Winfield. Ellie Bauer, Alexander check in. But this year is unfortunately going to snap a streak of 17 straight league titles that McPherson had. Bueller already won the title outright this year, as they're without a doubt a state contender type team. And what would have been 9 straight outright titles, but this team has really started to get things figured out. Bauer pokes it loose and hit off the chest of an official, who then kind of stared at Bauer jokingly and then just patted his chest, flexing the arms. He just said Happy Gilmore on the other direction. Kind of like it's the early scene from the batting cage, basically. That's what he's talking about. I feel like basketballs don't hurt as much as baseballs, though. Obviously, I would love to imagine a cage where Adam Sandler just gets hit a bunch with basketballs on the chest. Foul called, a blocking foul on Jensen Alexander on the far side, her second. Team foul number 2 of the quarter for McPherson. Winfield to throw it in on the far sideline, still looking for it. Finally, Griffin, far corner, cross-court feed, bounce pass. Seitzinger will try again from deep. Misses short that time. Rebounded by Marin Sambo. Here comes McPherson. Sambo, far side, Bauer on the run, left wing, bounce pass, Jensen Alexander, long two, just too strong. Rebound fought for, Littlejohn dives for it, the only player that does so for either team. The arrow gives it back to Winfield on a tie-up, but Coach Kinnaman claps his hands, saying good job on that effort play. Rihanna Richard will check back in for Winfield, so will Brooklyn Mortimer. 2:07 to go third quarter, McPherson up by 12. Winfield will have the ball. Officials are talking things over about what I'm not sure. I think something to do with the basketball. I'm not sure. Well, they handed one off. They gave it back to the other. Now, official going to the scorer's table to talk about something. I think to make sure that the arrow should be pointed the right way, which I think it is. It should be Winfield. I'm not sure what they're talking about. The scorer's table is opposite where I'm sitting, the other side of the court. So I can't tell. No, they changed it. It's McPherson's ball. I think there was a discrepancy with the arrow. You know, come to think of it, I think that's actually correct. It was supposed to be McPherson's ball. So everybody was confused except for maybe one or two officials that got it figured out. I'm glad they did. Good teamwork by the officials, too. Far side, Marin Sambo pulls up, blocked at the elbow. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with McPherson with 23 on the shot clock as Riley Whitfield will return for Marin Sambo. 1:56 to go third quarter. McPherson leads 28-16. But this has been a low-scoring quarter, 5 points combined. Winfield with 3, McPherson with 2. Littlejohn had the ball poked loose. It somehow found Whitfield. Bauer tried a 3, it missed. Ball fought for by the 2 Alexanders. Neither of them came down with it as they kind of bumped into each other on the near sideline, and it goes back the other way. Winfield gets it back. But again, Winfield just outscoring McPherson 3-2 in this quarter. They've had ample opportunity to try to mount a comeback, but it's fallen just short. Richard, near side, cross-court feed to the right wing. Harris thought about it, guarded by Whitfield. She gets past her. Jersey now greets her, and it's poked loose by Jersey Alexander, and Jensen will come down with the steal. Jensen Alexander, high pass, extra pass. What a pass by Whitfield. Littlejohn lays it in. Littlejohn couldn't catch it cleanly, but that may have been best case scenario as 2 defenders went up for the ball when it wasn't even put up. She finally got up late and scored her first points of the game. 30-16 McPherson, 65 seconds to go, third quarter. High pass Seitzinger against Littlejohn. Knocked loose by Bauer. It finds another Viking on the run. Top of the key, 3 on the way. Richard misses strong, rebounded by Jersey Alexander. She turns, got past the defender, looking to push. They don't have the numbers, but she takes it herself, shoots and misses. Ball fought for, Winfield gets it back. Near side with it, taking it up the floor is Harris for Winfield. 2 clocks separated by about 10 seconds in this third frame. Littlejohn got a fingertip on it, a dive for the ball, a tie up, and now the arrow to Winfield. But once again, Coach Kinnaman stands up and claps, yelling, good job. And he said time and again, regardless of the outcome, as long as the team can show the best effort, they can show 100% effort in every game, that's all he asks for. You know, regardless of whether or not shots fall, you know, a lot of time that can be, you know, not in their control. We'll have a foul called on Winfield, an illegal screen, I believe. Yep, it is. Called on McCaslin, who checked in on the first time. Ansley McCaslin, a 5'2 freshman. McPherson to throw it into the backcourt against pressure. Just an inbound right in front of Alexander to Whitfield. Shot clock turned off. Less than 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Jersey Alexander back on the near side. Top of the key, Bauer. Whitfield left wing. They'll slow it down. They'll hold for the final shot. Winfield has not gone away from their 2-3 zone as Whitfield has it near midcourt with a couple of crossover moves. She lost it, got it back though. Gets help with Jensen Alexander. 6 seconds to go in the quarter. Down to 5, down to 4. Whitfield got her shot blocked and out of bounds. No, they say it wasn't. They say it wasn't. Now one official's going to come in and change that and say it's McPherson's ball. Coach Kinnaman will call a timeout as there's 1.3 to go in the quarter. He wants to see if he can draw up a catch and shoot before this quarter comes to an end. Again, 1.3 to go in this quarter. First timeout call by McPherson in this one. We'll keep it here, just a 30-second timeout. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mountain Ridge Tractor, Happy Egg, Blue Stem Communities, Hospice and Home Care of Reno County. We'd also like to thank Pia Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pia Law, 241-9000. Tom works to get the benefits you deserve. 30-16, McPherson with the lead. Again, 1.3 remaining in this third quarter. Senior night for McPherson here tonight. Also the regular season finale. The girls sub-state first round will be on Wednesday next week. McPherson will be on the road, but we are going to double check. I mean, we'll know either by the end of the night tonight or by tomorrow morning exactly where McPherson will be for sub-state. Whitfield to throw it in. Again, 1.3 to go. Got to be a catch and shoot. Near side, Alver just chucks it away. Just short. It grazed the rim, but that was on line. But it falls short, and that's the end of the third quarter. 30-16, McPherson leads over Winfield. Fourth quarter coming up next. We're back in 30 seconds here from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP. Take your game to the next level at McPherson College. Home to KCAC champions, NAIA All-Americans, and champions of character. McPherson College is a growing campus with expanded athletic facilities, updated dorms, and a new student center opening in 2025. Learn about our 40-plus majors and pre-professional programs, scholarships, and graduating without debt at macbulldogs.com. Your journey to greatness starts here. It's a great day to be a Bulldog.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
30-16. McPherson with the lead through 3 quarters of play. 4th quarter coming up as the Bullpup girls lead by 14 points. Looking to end the regular season on a 3-game win streak, as McPherson would love to do so, especially it's boosted up their seed numbers without a shadow of a doubt, and it's been absolutely terrific of a recent stretch by McPherson as of late. 30-16. McPherson with the lead over Winfield. 3 quarters down, 1 to go. McPherson will have the ball to start off the 4th quarter, which they'll start off with going from left to right. Doyle, high pass near side into the corner. Bauer for 3, too strong. Rebounded by Winfield. Now there was still not a whole lot of offense in that one, as on the drive, Mortimer lays it up and in. 30-18. And it's back to a 12-point game. Cross-court feed, Sambo, left side, Whitfield open 3, got it to go! Riley Whitfield's first 3 of the game, the first 3 of the half for the Bullpups. And that makes it back to a 15-point lead, 33-18. Winfield with the ball on the far side. Now firing up a 3. It banked in for Hutto. Tough 3 by Hutto, her 2nd of the game. Timeout call by Coach Kinnaman. Correction, it was called by Winfield with 7:05 to go, 4th quarter. We'll keep it here, though, as Winfield will have 2 timeouts left with 7:05 remaining. Again, I'd like to thank our sponsors for helping us out, that being First Bank Kansas, Scooters Coffee, Farm Bureau with Luke Bauer, and Farmers Alliance. We do have some score updates to bring you. Mulvane and Circle are facing off, which is a big one for sub-state seeding. Mulvane is 10-9 on the year, Circle 9-10. Circle at number 9, Mulvane at number 7. Mulvane had a 27-13 lead at halftime over Circle, which there could be a possibility that McPherson could go back to Mulvane. Now, they pretty much clinched the fact, unless McPherson is able to somehow get the point difference margin over Circle, which is about a 3-point difference margin for the entire season. Unless that's the case, McPherson will be the number 10 seed. Alvord had her shot blocked. Paulson tracks it down in the baseline. Triple team needs help, and a reach-in foul will be called on Winfield. So that'll help things out for sure for McPherson, as it was dangerously close to being a tie-up, but Layla Harris will be called for her 2nd foul, 1st team foul of the quarter on Winfield. 6:49 to go, McPherson 33, Winfield 21. Whitfield far side for McPherson, top of the key, Sandbo, bounce pass. Extra pass, Paulson shoots and scores off the feed from Piper Alvord. Paulson with 4 points on the game, her 2nd bucket. Believe it or not, new career high for Ellie Paulson. Right side, Hutto tries to answer with a 3. In and out, rebounded by Doyle. Deep pass, Paulson, skip pass, Sambo, wing 3, too strong, rebounded by Winfield. 6:10 to go, 35-21. Bullpups with the lead over Winfield. Mortimer far side with a handoff. Hutto thought about it. Paulson came in defensively. Good defense from Ellie. High pass. Turning, lost the ball. That being Flayton. Has to kick it back out. Hutto will try again from deep. Misses high off the rim. Rebounded by Doyle. Doyle looking to push on a 5-on-4. Whitfield now slows it down. Cross-court feed. It's taken away by Hutto on the run. Doyle will try to race her down. Hutto all the way home. She missed the layup too strong. Rebounded by McPherson. Softball pass way too far and out of bounds. And it'll go back to Winfield. Brielle Griffin and Tegan Seitzinger back in for Winfield. Ellie Bauer. Ellie Bauer and Bryn Littlejohn checking back in. That's where the L came in, was with Littlejohn. That was a slip of the tongue, I promise. Winfield will throw it in the backcourt. No pressure by McPherson defensively, 35-21. McPherson, 5.5 minutes to go. Mortimer crosses over. Sambo guards her well. Mortimer discards her. Kick near side. Griffin, 3, misses off the heel. Rebounded by Littlejohn. Bauer, cross-court feed off a bounce. Alvord steps into a long two, just too strong, and an offensive rebound. Littlejohn got it off the ricochet, and McPherson with a fresh shot clock. 5 minutes to go. McPherson up by 14. Littlejohn, ball poke loose. They can't save it. It's out of bounds near sideline. McPherson keeps 23 on the shot clock. Less than 5 minutes to go, again, in this fourth quarter. 4:55 to be exact. Near side, top of the key, swing out left wing. Bauer with a bounce pass, may have been tipped. Littlejohn saves it. Bauer gets it back. Bounce pass again. Whitfield on the drive, layup, misses, but a foul. Riley Whitfield has been the contact seeker tonight. She'll go back to the stripe. Foul on Seitzinger, her second, team foul number 2, 4:43 to go. Riley to shoot 2, first free throw up and good. Was 1 for 3 on the game before that one, now 2 for 4. 9 points for the sophomore. Make it 10, she goes 2 for 2 at the line. Serenity Jones will come back in for Winfield. 37-21, McPherson leading, 4:43 left. Jensen Alexander in for Marin Sambo. Winfield with the ball. On the near side, crossing over Mortimer, guarded well by Whitfield. They keep it near side, an extra pass onto the near wing. Now top of the key with the ball is Curtis. Chest high pass, Griffin, as they go to the right now. 15 on the shot clock. High pass, Jones. Alexander came in to try to wrestle the ball away. Did they call a jump ball or a foul? They called a foul on Jensen Alexander. Thought they called a tie-up at first. But nope, it's a foul. Jensen's third, team foul number 1 of this fourth quarter. Jones on the inbound, a handoff, far corner. Mortimer fires away from 3. It misses everything. Top of the backboard, then the shot clock out of bounds. It'll go back to McPherson. Winfield will bring in Addison Flayton and Regan Richard for the Vikings with 4:12 remaining. 37-21 McPherson playing in the backcourt against full court pressure. Whitfield to Bauer, deep pass to Alvord as they cross midcourt. High pass, not enough mustard on that one to find Jensen Alexander. It's stolen away by Winfield. Coach Kinnaman with his hands on his head. Right side, handoff to the far wing. Curtis looking for help, finds it with Griffin. Back right side, Mortimer turns the corner, finds an opening, fires away, misses on the 3. Littlejohn tips it. Alvord comes down with the rebound. Deep pass, here comes Whitfield, fakes the pass, Eurostep misses. Ball tip, Whitfield got it back. Alvord, she'll try a Euro floater, misses, may have been blocked, was it? No, it's out of bounds off of Alvord. Winfield heading back to the bench to bring in Carson Hutto and Tegan Seitzinger. 3:31 remaining, 37-21 McPherson, also Layla Harris back in. Brooke Doyle checked back in for McPherson, by the way. Checking in for Piper Alvord. 3:25 to go. Left-handed dribble, Mortimer. Now guarded well by Whitfield. They kick it back near side. Harris guarded by Bauer. Harris driving, kick out Hutto, open for a 3. Got it again. Third 3 of the game for Carson Hutto. A timeout will be called by Winfield. 37-24, McPherson with the lead. 3:11 to go. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
I'm Katie Dix, MHS class of 22 and now a McPherson College Bulldog. I have a team that's dedicated to my success. Strong community support paired with the earning power of a McPherson College degree is why I graduated from a Bullpup to a Bulldog. Build your team at mcpherson.edu.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
3:11 to go. McPherson girls lead 37-24 over Winfield here today as the Bullpups look to get their third win in a row to close off the regular season here on senior night. Winfield with a closer, margin of defeat if possible. They have a much closer trailing margin than they do El Dorado, which is key because El Dorado has the same record as Winfield, but when it comes to the point differential, Winfield has the advantage regarding the sub-state tournament. In the standings, bounce past Littlejohn to Jensen Alexander. She missed the shot, but she's fouled, and Jensen Alexander will shoot 2 at the stripe with 3:01 to go. Last I checked, Wellington leads El Dorado 61-19. Foul on Addison Flayton, her 4th. As Jensen Alexander hits the first free throw, her first point of the game. Tegan Seitzinger, Brielle Griffin, and Carson Hutto. I'll check in for Winfield. Second free throw misses just wide for Jensen Alexander, rebounded by Winfield. Less than 3 minutes to go. On the far side with it is Mortimer. Picking up her dribble, looking for help. Far corner, Seitzinger thought about a 3. She's already hit one earlier. Now driving Mortimer. Kick out, trying to find Hutto. It's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Winfield, but good defense by Doyle. As Layla Harris will check back in. Hutto has already hit 3 threes on the game, 2 of which in this quarter. Cross-court feed off the inbound. 3 on the way. Griffin hits it. Her first points of the game. It's an 11-point game with 2.5 minutes left, 38-27. Doyle bounce pass near side Whitfield. Top of the key as they slow it down. Whitfield goes right. Now Alexander fires from the free throw line. Too strong, rebounded by Winfield. 2:20 left. They could cut it to within single digits right here. Mortimer. Near side, top of the key, Harris. Thought about it. Littlejohn comes in defensively. She'll drive, floated, hit off the glass. Layla Harris's first points of the game, 38-29. It's a 9-point game. Ellie Bauer takes it up the floor for McPherson. Less than 2 minutes to go. Inside, Alexander on the run, lays it in. Good backdoor feed by Ellie Bauer, and Coach Kinnaman will call a timeout. Alexander's first field goal of the game, and they lead 40-29, the Bullpups do, with 1:52 remaining. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds here from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Bullpup fans, want to make a real difference in McPherson? Join the Bullpup Booster Club today. The Bullpup Booster Club proudly supports all student programs and activities, helping our teams, clubs, and organizations succeed. Your membership helps fund uniforms, equipment, and so much more for our students. By supporting the Booster Club, you're backing all the Bullpups. Visit bullpupbooster.com to join today. Together, we're stronger. Go Bullpups.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
1:52 to go. Bullpup girls lead 40-29 over Winfield. There'll be a bit of a extended post-game show and transition into the pregame show for the boys later on after this. The senior night festivities will take place following the conclusion of this game and before the boys' game. As tonight they'll recognize the basketball players for both the girls and the boys' basketball team. 2 players on the girls, 5 for the boys. They'll also recognize the high steppers and a couple of other sports. I believe wrestling and swimming, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll double check. Winfield with the ball down by 11. Mortimer far side with 1:35 to go. Driving, Harris tried to find a teammate in the corner, but it's taken away by Riley Whitfield with 1:30 to go. Bauer, Whitfield, left side, Doyle, extra pass, Sambo with a jab step, drives, got past her defender, floater, crawls off, ball tapped out of bounds. Who touched it last? Winfield did. It'll go back to McPherson. Fresh shot clock with 1:17 to go. Whitfield to throw it in. She will to Alver, back to Whitfield. Inside, intended for Bauer, it's stolen away. 1:10 to go. Mortimer, top of the key. Handoff, Hutto tries again from 3, misses that time. Long rebound to Marin Sambo. 1 minute to go. Bauer far side as Ashton Hampton is at the scorer's table. A tip out of bounds, and Hampton will check in, the senior on senior night, who started today's game, will check back in. She'll check in for Piper Alvord. 53.7 to go, 27 on the shot clock for McPherson. Sambo near side gets bumped and a foul call, just the 4th team foul. Next one would put McPherson in the bonus. Foul on Layla Harris, her 3rd. And Bauer will throw it into the backcourt. Sambo holding it. Sambo near side, Whitfield. Double team comes, bounce pass Bauer. Inside, Hampton shoots, misses short. Doyle got it back though. Cross court feed, Sambo wide open 3, got it! Marin Sambo with 3 threes on the game and 9 points, 43-29. McPherson, less than 30 seconds to go. Handoff, Hutto. Thought about a 3, instead passes it up. Mortimer. Handoff. Back near side, 3 on the way, misses. Rebound McPherson, and Coach Kinman will call a timeout, just a substitution timeout. So Piper Alvord can check in for Ellie Bauer with a standing ovation from the crowd. Senior Ellie Bauer checks out for the final time at the Roundhouse. She gets a hug from her coaches on the sideline as McPherson plays it into the front court. Again, they'll just dribble out the clock with 8 seconds left. Sambo to Alvord, 4 seconds to go, and they'll dribble out the clock and they'll end the regular season on a 3-game win streak. Final score, McPherson 43, Winfield 29. The Bullpup Locker Room Show is coming up after this from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Coverage of Bullpup Basketball continues next with the Bullpup Locker Room Show. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Need secure storage for your RV or boat? Check out the brand new Countryside RV, Boat, and Self-Storage in McPherson. Located on 16th Avenue near Crable's Meats. We offer 15 by 50 fully enclosed storage units and covered outdoor storage. Call or text today at 620-755-6586. Countryside RV, Boat, and Self-Storage. Your storage solution. That's 755-6586.
Hi, this is Lucas Raleigh with Raleigh Insurance. With a family myself, I know how important managing expenses are. If you are thinking about shopping your family's insurance, let us do the shopping for you with our newly expanded markets and carriers. As an independent agency, we've been saving families across Kansas for the past 50 years. Check out RaleighInsurance.biz, see me in Little River, or stop by Raleigh Insurance in Inman or Lyons today.
Since 1965, your choice for home, auto, farm, and commercial insurance. Raleigh Insurance.
Here's a bright idea. Kansas deserves fiber internet. Not just Kansas City and Wichita. Little places like Buhler. That's where we started. IdeaTech provides high-speed fiber internet to 75 communities and counting. And we're working to bring fiber to as many towns in Kansas as we can. High-speed internet shouldn't just be for the big cities. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Get IdeaTech fiber internet at ideatech.com.
Hi, I'm Andrew Ealing. I'm excited to tell you about the Poo Squad of Hutchinson. Are you tired of the unpleasant task of picking up dog poop? I can help. We offer a one-time or weekly service for your convenience. Our pricing is affordable and varies based on the number of dogs. For one dog per week, it's only $12 or $52 a month. You can easily book online at hutch.thepoosquad.com or call or text at 620-322-0522. We take a lot of crap from our customers. Contact the Poo Squad of Hutchinson today.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome into the Bullpup Locker Room Show as the Bullpup girls win 43-29 on the girls' side here to start off senior night here tonight. The Bullpup girls finish off the regular season on a 3-game win streak. They are 9-11 on the year and finish off divisional play 5-5. And if Circle is not able to mount the comeback against Augusta, which we'll check the score for that, correction, not Augusta, Mulvane. If they don't mount the comeback, then that means McPherson will finish in 4th in the division. But still, a terrific job to close out the regular season for McPherson, one that has been back and forth time and again. But McPherson was able to really get things figured out at the end as head coach Clint Kinnaman has really started to get things figured out. The team really played their tails off for the past week in the unfortunately losing effort against Augusta on Friday, but then the 3 games this week alone, winning against Circle on Monday, Mulvane on Tuesday, and then tonight against Winfield. Again, final score, McPherson won 43-29. Right now on the court, they are doing the Senior Day festivities. Currently, the boys basketball players are being recognized. The cheerleaders, high steppers, and the girls basketball team will be recognized later, as other athletes will too, as McPherson will continue on senior night festivities here today, as today's McPherson's last home game, and of course the last game of the regular season for the Bullpups. Of course, postseason continues on next week, as McPherson boys will play. They will be at home on Tuesday. Who they'll play, we'll see. Right now, all signs lead to them hosting Ulysses, but if that changes, obviously we'll let you know. The McPherson girls will find out either by the end of the night or by tomorrow morning, as we'll see who they will play in the first round of Sub-State, which will be next Wednesday. They will be on the road, but, with the recent win streak, the seeding has definitely improved for them. Let's give you some of the final line scores for this game for McPherson, as again they win by a final score of 43-29. The regular season closes at 9-11 on the year, 4-5 in divisional play. Winfield season comes to an end at 1-19 on the year, 0-10 in divisional play. For McPherson, they shot 15 of 55 on the floor, 27% shooting, 6 of 19 from deep for 32%, and then 7 of 10 at the free throw line for 70%. They had 11 assists on 15 made shots, 44 rebounds, 14 offensive, 30 defensive, 18 turnovers, 1 block, 8 steals on the game. For Winfield, they shot 12 of 43 for 27%, 5 of 23 from deep for 21%, did not attempt a single free throw this entire game. They had 28 rebounds, 1 offensive, 27 defensive. They had just 3 assists on 12 made buckets, 16 turnovers, 7 blocks, and 11 steals in this game. Leading scorer for McPherson was Riley Whitfield. She finished with 10 points and 7 rebounds on the game, 1 steal and an assist as well, shooting 3 of 10, 1 of 2 from deep, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. 9 points for Brooke Doyle. She also finished with 10 rebounds, just 1 point shy of a double-double. 3 of 5 she shot, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. 5 assists, which is a team high as well by Brooke Doyle. 9 points from Erin Sambo. She shot 3 of 12, 3 of 7 from behind the arc, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, which led the team. Ellie Bauer had 6 points on the game, shooting 2 of 5 on the floor, 2 of 4 from distance, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Behind Ellie Bauer were 4 points from Ellie Paulson, shooting 2 of 3 on the floor. And then 3 points from Jensen Alexander. She shot 1 for 3, 0 for 1 from deep, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. And then Bryn Littlejohn shot 1 for 3 on the game as well, with 3 rebounds, finishing with 2 points. For Winfield, their highest scorer on the game was Carson Hutto. She shot 4 for 10, 3 of 8 from distance on the game, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. 4 points for Addison Flayton, shooting 2 for 5 on the game. 4 rebounds for her as well, 1 assist, 2 steals. 4 points for Brooklyn Mortimer, 2 of 5 shooting, 0 for 2 from deep, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 assist. 3 points for Brielle Griffin, shooting 1 of 7, 1 of 6 from deep. 3 points for Tegan Seitzinger, 1 of 5 on the floor, 1 of 4 from behind the three-point line. 2 points for Rihanna Richard, 1 of 2 shooting, 3 rebounds. 2 points for Layla Harris, shooting 1 for 3. It's pretty much the final line scores for McPherson and Winfield in this one. Again, the McPherson girls defeat Winfield, I should say. They beat Mulvane on Tuesday. They defeat Winfield tonight by a final score of 43-29. Again, the Senior Day festivities going on on the court right now as we speak. Basketball players, cheerleaders, high steppers, and I believe swimmers and wrestlers as well being recognized here tonight here for senior night at the Roundhouse. We'll go ahead and take another timeout. When we return, we'll give you the Happy Ed Co. Excellent Play of the Game and the People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game for McPherson in this one. Again, McPherson wins by a final score of 43-29. They close off the regular season at 9-11, 5-5 in the division. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this for more for the Bullpup Locker Room Show. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Your home for McPherson Bullpup Basketball. Find exclusive stories and streaming audio online at adastroradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Keniston with McPherson Dental Care. McPherson Dental Care has many options for your orthodontic journey. We do braces and we also do Invisalign. For example, Invisalign, which is a way to move your teeth more gentle, much more quicker. It's clear and removable, and it gradually straightens your teeth with no brackets, wires, and it's faster and more comfortable than braces.
McPherson Dental in Buhler, Inman, Hillsborough, McPherson, and Lyons, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric, 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
Your health matters, and so does being close to the care you need. McPherson Center for Health offers compassionate care right here in your community. McPherson Center for Health, caring for you close to home.
Winter's coming. Get your equipment ready with a tune-up from Hometown Outdoor Power. With locations in McPherson, Minneapolis, and Salina, we'll keep your gear running smoothly all season long. Call today to learn more about our winter service promotion.
When you need electrical work done right, trust Headed Electric, McPherson's local experts. From new builds to remodels and maintenances, we've got you covered. Give us a call at 620-241-3757 or visit headedelectricinc.com today.
Hey folks, this is Darren Eddy with Ag 360 Insurance in Inman. Farmers, would you like to have your farm and personal insurance handled all by the one agency? At Ag 360 Insurance, we can handle it all with one agent. We would love an opportunity to sit down and visit with you about your insurance needs. Feel free to stop by our office on Old K61 in Inman or give Cody Moores or myself a call today at 620-585-2128 or check us out online at ag360insurance.com.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back into the Roundhouse as we continue the Bullpup Locker Room Show. Again, the Bullpup girls win 43-29 over Winfield tonight on their senior night. As again, this is a senior night, and you can hear the senior night festivities going on in the background. There's still going to be at least 20 minutes before the boys' game tips off. It'll probably be more about 20-25 minutes as the senior night festivities are still continuing on the floor as we speak right now. But again, the Bullpup girls win by a final score of 43-29 to close off the regular season. Let's go ahead and give you some score updates. How about this? There's a shocker to end off the regular season as Buhler High School girls fall to Augusta by a final score of 48-45. That's on Buhler's senior night. They're at home tonight, and they fell to Augusta at home. So Buhler will close off their regular season 9-1 in the division, 16-4 in the regular season. However, they were at number 2 in the postseason rankings and the standings, pretty much regardless of how the game would have ended. So, because they're 2 games behind Wellington and now 1 game ahead of Clay Center for the number 2 spot, so that position would have stayed without a shadow of a doubt regardless. Also, let's While I have the time to look at other scores, we're going to also go ahead and take a look at the final score for Mulvane and Circle. That one also in the in Division III of the Arc Valley Chisholm Trail League. With this one, McPherson will pretty much finish tied for 4th place unless Circle pulled off the win. Then they would just get 4th place outright. Unless Circle lost, I should say. If Circle won over Mulvane, then they would be tied for 4th place. But last we saw, Mulvane had a lead against Circle at halftime. We'll go ahead and see what that score update is now between the Thunderbirds and the Wildcats. Looks like it just went final. Mulvane defeated Circle 61-41. So the final girls' standings go as follows. Buhler finishes in 1st place at 9-0, or 9-1, I should say. Mulvane and Augusta tie for 2nd place at 6-4. McPherson finishes in 4th at 5-5. Mulvane falls to 4-6 in the division, and then last place is Winfield at 0-10 in the division. So the final girls' divisional standings finishing off the season after, again, Mulvane just pulled off the 20-point victory against Circle tonight. And just going off the top of my head, Mulvane, getting the win, they would be 11-9 with Pratt. But when it comes to the margin of victory, we'll see if Mulvane will be the one at number 7, or if they will leapfrog Pratt to get number 6, and then McPherson would be at Pratt in the number 7 spot. We'll see. But McPherson, again, will be on the road for the first round of Sub-State, but we'll see if it'll be either Mulvane or Pratt. It is going to come down to the final point margins for those two schools, and the Kansas State High School Activities Association website will pretty much have that. But McPherson, with that win, I believe will stay at number 10. Circle and McPherson both are 9-11, but when it comes to the margin of victory, Circle has a 3-point advantage on that. But maybe the 20-point loss, I'm not sure if that will affect things. We'll have to find out, because if that's the case, then McPherson would bump up to number 9 and would play the number 8 team, which likely is Augusta, either Augusta or Mulvane. We'll have to see on that one. So I don't think Augusta will leapfrog both Mulvane and Pratt for the number 6 spot, but we'll see. By the time all the scores are put into the high school's website, or the high school association's website for all the standings and everything, so we'll have to see. We will probably know by the end of the night tonight. If not by the end of the night tonight, we should know by tomorrow, because today is the final day for the West region in 4A. The East region does play Friday. Some members of the East region do. So that's why the sub-state brackets will not be officially released by the High School Activities Association until Saturday. But McPherson, they will likely be the 9 or the 10 seed in this one here this season with this one. But we'll see. It's kind of a toss-up for who they're going to play, as Mulvane and Pratt are both 11-9, and so is Augusta. Pratt, Mulvane, and Augusta are 11-9. It's just going to come down to the point differentials between those three on who McPherson will host, or rather be on the road in the first round of Sub-State for. But those scoreboard updates are brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Senior night festivities just wrapped up, so the boys' teams are about to get ready to warm up here on the floor at the Roundhouse, as the Bullpups will look to close off this season with a victory against Winfield in about 20 minutes' time, starting off here at the Roundhouse, and then Winfield trying to pull off an upset tonight against McPherson. But it's now time for the Happy Egg Co. excellent play of the game. It's that save by Piper Alvord right after a block pushing to the other direction into the front court to Brooke Doyle. A block and a save, a terrific hustle move turned into an and one for McPherson. So that is going to be the Happy Egg Co. excellent play of the game. Visit happyeggfarms.com to learn how you can help feed America. Tonight's People's Bank and Trust player of the game for McPherson. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to give it to Brooke Doyle. She had 9 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists on the game. Riley Whitfield's a close second. But Brooke Doyle is once again going to be named the People's Bank and Trust player of the game with the stat line that she closed off with. People's Bank and Trust in Inman, Lindsborg, and McPherson since 1898. Community banking at its best. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Hudlin Electric, the Bradbury Company, The Hub, MTC, Hutchinson Community College, Alliance Agency, APAC Shears, and Raleigh Insurance. That's it for coverage of the girls' game, but the boys' game is just starting to warm up. Still about 20 minutes time until the tip-off of the boys' game happens here at the Roundhouse, but we'll bring you pre-game coverage of the boys' game coming up after this with the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Are you done with punching the clock or constant work travel? Do you have 15 or more acres? Find freedom by joining America's #1 free-range egg brand, Happy Egg. Happy Egg is looking for growers to raise happy hens. Happy Egg offers startup and new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Work from home. Work for yourself. Feed America. Visit happyeggfarms.com today for more information. Happy Egg is a proud supporter of McPherson County Athletics.
Whether you love them or can't stand them, surprises are a part of life. Hi, I'm Aaron Mayfield, your McPherson Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help get you ready for whatever life throws at you. As your needs change, we can change what you need to do to help you end up where you want to be. And while there is never a good time to experience unexpected costs, we can work together to help make them feel a little less unexpected. Call me at 620-241-4484, Edward Jones, member SIPC.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. We get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, crops, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we've been the #1 ag insurer for 25 years. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
#1 ag insurer across our territory, 1996 to 2021 SNL P&C Group Direct Written Premium.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back into the Roundhouse as the Bullpups get ready to take on the Winfield High School Vikings in the boys matchup in just about 15 minutes time, a little bit over that, here at the Roundhouse to close off the regular season. The Bullpup boys come off of an absolute blowout dominant victory against Mulvane on Tuesday. They won by 39 points. That came off the cusp of a loss at home against Circle, and they were able to pull off the victory against Mulvane 75-36. They led 52-16 at halftime of that game, and then they won by 39 points, which is the largest margin of victory ever over Mulvane in that one. So McPherson comes in 15-4 on the year, 8-1 in the division, already clinching at least a share of the title. If they win tonight or if Circle loses tonight, they will claim the outright title in what would be the 44th outright title in school history. They already have 46 league titles in program history, this being the 88th season of McPherson High School boys basketball. Meanwhile, for Winfield, boy, have they had a turnaround since the last couple of seasons. They are 11-8 on the year, 5-4 in the division, and they are third in the division at 5-4 against divisional opponents. They have won 6 of their last 7 games. That one loss coming, however, to Mulvane, which was last Friday on the road, 82-78. That was Mulvane's first and so far only league win of the season. But they're led by Christian Moree, who's been just a dominant playmaker on both sides of the ball, averaging 22 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, a guy that is getting multiple college offers to play basketball. He's a 6'5" senior. They also have guys that can be pretty good running mates, that being Evan Hutto averaging 12 points a game. Drew Graham and Kellen Gibson each averaged 6 points a game, led under interim head coach Matt Shelton, who took over in late January, and since his takeover, Winfield has won 6 of their last 7 games. For McPherson, of course, offense has been pretty much incredible all season long. 66 points a contest. Their defense averaging just 49 a game so far this year. The final KBCA rankings put them at number 2 in 4A, just behind Ottawa, who is undefeated this year. I believe their final game of the season, if it hasn't already happened, it will be tomorrow. If it hasn't already happened yet, we'll double check, of course. But Ottawa, at least going into this week, is undefeated on the year, which is why they were ranked number 1. But of course, McPherson, the defending champions, number 2. But that loss to Circle did snap a 30-game league win streak that they had. But Coach Kinnaman talked about in that game following that he told them in the locker room, saying, hey, you know, we just got to be better, and I know you guys are capable of it. He sent them a text that night, a group text to the entire team saying, hey, I know what you guys are capable of, and I still think you guys can achieve the goals that you set out for in the preseason. I still have full faith in you, in which all the teams gave them the little heart sign or the thumbs up sign afterwards, and point guard Jet Pyle put in a reply saying, back to work. That's exactly what they did 24 hours after the loss to Circle, getting 75 points in that victory against the Wildcats on Tuesday. They were led by Gabe Pyle, of course, with 16 points, but they had 4 other Bullpups finish in double figures. Bishop Brown had a season-high 13. Ian Razak had a season-high 17. Jet Pyle had a season-high 11. And if I could count, that's actually 3 other players that finished in double figures. So 4 overall in that game, but those 4 actually had double figures by halftime for McPherson, which is the crazy thing. But they'll look to build off of that. They finally got a buffer day in between before this game to close out the regular season. But Winfield is no small ask. Winfield is a terrific team. The teams that they beat before losing to Mulvane were Labette County, Clearwater, Rose Hill, Circle, Augusta, and then losing to Mulvane. They're coming off of a win to Buhler on Tuesday, which was on their senior night. This is a team that has multiple seniors on their roster, 4 of which, that leader being Moree, followed by Evan Hutto, Drew Graham, Carter Hoyt, and Deontay Cadillo. So those are the 4 seniors on this lineup, but McPherson has 5 of them, which will all be recognized, or were recognized at half court, or on the court during in between the games, I should say. And likely all 5 will start, those being Brendan Doyle, Bishop Brown, Gabe Pyle, Brody Seidel, and Ian Razak. 3 of those players, by the way, will play college baseball. 1 other will play college basketball, that being Gabe Pyle, of course. But Brody Seidel, Ian Razak, Brendan Doyle, all already signed to play college baseball at the next level at local community colleges, and what should be, you know, future's bright for all 5 of those guys that are going to start tonight, likely for senior night. But also, Jet Pyle has been an absolutely terrific figure on this team. He averages 13 points per contest, and again, the 11-point game that he had was terrific. He had 16 in the loss to Circle. He had a terrific performance last Friday as well against Augusta with 18 points. And he'll look to build off of that in the final regular season game. Again, McPherson will host the first round of Sub-State, which will be on Tuesday for them next week. Right now, unless barring something absolutely crazy happening, all signs point to them hosting Ulysses on Tuesday. But of course, we'll make sure of that once the season actually does come to a close, the regular season, that is, this week. We'll step aside. We'll have more coming up next in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game as we preview more of the Bullpup boys as they host Winfield for senior night and the final game of the regular season. That's coming up next from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball at KMCP.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
The Bradbury Company, headquartered in Mound Ridge, is a family-owned custom equipment builder, and they're hiring qualified candidates for manufacturing roles. Apply online at bradburygroup.com. The Bradbury Company, wishing the best of luck to all the teams.
At Hutchinson Community College, our online education department enables you to take classes anytime from anywhere. Flexible, affordable, and designed to fit your schedule. HutchCC's online education could be the answer for you. Email info@hutchcc.edu for more information.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers is all about the good and creating more of it. More drive-through celebrations, more weekend traditions, more family dinners and lunches, more car picnics and road trips, more desserts, maybe more second desserts, more celebrating being together as much as we can. There's always room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers in Hutchinson and McPherson.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back into the Roundhouse here on Senior Night as the Bullpups get ready to host the Vikings of Winfield to close off their regular season here today. Again, McPherson is coming in with a 15-4 record, looking to close off the regular season 16-4. They've already clinched at least a share of the divisional title this year in Division III of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League. With a win tonight, they could clinch it outright here today. Winfield is currently in number 9 in the regional standings. The one team ahead of them is Circle, who is 12-7. So unless Winfield pulls off a win tonight, all signs point to them being on the road for the first round of Sub-State, which would either be Circle or there's a possibility of it being Concordia as well. That does kind of depend on the Buhler-Augusta game as well as the Circle-Mulvane game going on today. We'll give you score updates, of course, for Buhler and Augusta as our sister station, HKFM 95.9, is broadcasting Buhler High School tonight. But for McPherson here tonight, they've already pretty much clinched the number 2 seed. Number 1, Andale, is a full game ahead at 16-3. They play tonight against Clearwater, who's at number 17 in the sub-state. So barring a major upset, Andale could finish 17-3 on the year, which would give them the number 1 seed in the 4A West regional standings. Of course, this is going to be a pretty stacked 4A state tournament. Regardless of who goes through to sub-state, whoever goes to Salina for the state tournament in a couple of weeks' time, this one's going to be a fun tournament for 4A because there is a lot of talent on this classification in boys basketball without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I talked about in the East region, there are teams like Ottawa, teams like Bishop Miege, who actually has not had as great of a season as they would have liked, but they're still dominant in pretty much every sport that they play. It seems like that just about every year. But I mentioned Ottawa as, like I said, Rock Creek, who came in 17-1. They hosted Abilene today, and then tomorrow they close out their season against Concordia. There's also other teams such as Baldwin and Chanute and Coffeyville Field Kinley, who have been terrific in the East region. We'll go ahead and take another timeout. When we return, we'll give you the game plan and the starting lineups for this pregame coverage. We're back after this from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game coming up. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro for every mile of life. Your home for the McPherson Bullpups is 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Hey there, I'm James Dunlap from Farmers Alliance. Just like a winning sports team huddles up before the big game, we know that having a solid game plan in place ahead of time is key. At Farmers Alliance, we've got your back when it comes to protecting your loved ones before the unexpected strikes. Don't wait for a crisis to hit. Chat with your friendly, independent insurance agent today, whether you need to draft a plan from scratch or level up your existing one. Our Farmers Alliance team is here to prepare you for life's curveballs. Don't hesitate. Get in touch with your Farmers Alliance agent now.
Vince Lombardi once famously stated, "Individual commitment to a group effort is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work." I'm Keith Razak, and along with the insurance team at Farmers Alliance, we're cheering on all the local competitors this season. Your passion for the game and loyalty to your school fill us all with the sense of pride. Thanks for showcasing top-notch sportsmanship and talent, influencing our community in a positive way. Just remember, at Farmers Alliance, through it all, we're your biggest fans.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the Roundhouse as the Bullpups are about 5 minutes away from tipping off against the Winfield Vikings for the regular season finale and on senior night tonight. Time now for the game plan, brought to you by Erickson Custom Building. For McPherson, there's obviously the biggest star that you got to keep in check. That's Christian Moree, who's dominant in the low post. He could also shoot from distance. Bear that in mind, because this guy is a scoring machine for the Winfield Vikings. He averages, again, 22 points a game and 9 rebounds a game, averaging a near double-double on the season. And it seems like he has one just about nearly every game. On the offensive end, just continue to pass the ball and share the rock as much as they can. You know, they're always great when it comes to passing the ball all season long. There have been a couple of games here and there which have, resulted in losses where they haven't quite as much, but at least on Tuesday, they were absolutely terrific at just moving the ball around, finding the open shot, and eventually catapulting themselves into that victory. For Winfield, see if you can establish the low post as you have the taller big man in the low post, because the starting forward, of course, for McPherson is Ian Razak, who is 6'3". Christian Moree is 6'5", and he's a terrific low post player. But if Moree's not the go-to guy, you got to share the rock again and find other guys that can really contribute, because they have those players that certainly can, especially with the outside shooting. That's the game plan, brought to you by Erickson Custom Building. Get a game plan for your new build or remodel online at ericksoncustomBLDG.com. As I said, McPherson, with it being senior night, it's likely that they will start all of their seniors on the game, and that's exactly what it looks like it's going to be. Brendan Doyle, Bishop Brown, Brody Seidel, Ian Razak, and Gabe Pyle will each start as Brendan Doyle comes over and gives me a fist bump after retreating a loose ball on their shoot-around. So, those are the starting lineups for McPherson. And again, it is the 5 seniors on this team, and it's still a very, very experienced group. You got to bear that in mind. They're a very experienced group, which will really help them down the stretch going into the postseason. Don't have the starters for Winfield yet. We will, of course, in about 2 minutes' time when both teams head back to their benches and announce their starting lineups. But again, Winfield has been on a run as of recent. You heard Coach Kinnaman on Monday say Winfield is one of the hottest teams in the state. They are winners of 6 of their last 7. Again, Matt Shelton is currently the interim head coach for Winfield, who took over just about at the beginning of the month. And he has coached these last 7 games in which they've won 6 of their last 7. So they're a very perennial, very terrific team, especially in 4A, and they could be a sleeper team when it comes to the postseason, because they have played some pretty good teams down the stretch as well. But the first time these two teams met, McPherson blew them out 64-26 at their home floor. However, that was one day after Winfield had already played, which was against Buhler, which they won 54-38. So they did not have a buffer before that game, and it's possible that maybe some fatigue took over, some tiredness for the Winfield team. It's always, always tough to play basketball on back-to-back days. It does not matter what level you are in. And honestly, I mean, if you have paid attention to the NBA, you know that there are so many players that are trying to get rid of back-to-back days. Now, obviously, the NBA being the highest level and playing, 12-minute quarters, in contrast to 8 here in this one. But that's, and always a lot of times, it's also a lot of times why you see time and again, a lot of upsets happen in, the conference tournaments in college basketball, is because a lot of times they're playing back-to-back. The point I'm basically saying is, you try to play basketball back-to-back days and see how it goes. You're going to be tired, trust me. Again, McPherson starting lineups. These starting lineups are brought to you by Ag 360 Insurance. The 5 seniors on senior day getting the start. It is 6'1" senior guard, number 5, Brendan Doyle. 6' senior guard, number 10, Bishop Brown. 6'6" senior shooting guard, number 24, Gabe Pyle. 6'2" senior forward, number 35, Brody Seidel. And 6'3" senior forward, number 42, Ian Razak. The starting lineup for the Winfield Vikings will be 5'11" junior, number 1, Evan Hutto. 6'2" senior, number 3, Drew Graham. 6' junior, number 15, Kellen Gibson. 6'5" senior, number 23, Christian Moree. And 6' senior, number 32, Deontay Cadillo. Starting lineups are brought to you by Ag 360 Insurance. Ag 360 Insurance is here to partner in your legacy. Contact agents Darren Eddy or Cody Moores in Inman. McPherson will be in their home whites, white jerseys, white shorts, red lettering and numbering on the front and back, spelling McPherson above the numbers. Those have a blackout line as well. Winfield will be in their road blues with the checkered blue and white on the left and right side like you would see with the University of Kentucky. Those have a white lettering and numbering on the front and back, spelling Winfield above the numbers. Those uniforms are brought to you by McPherson Laundry. Just like the players, McPherson Laundry can help you look like a winner. McPherson Laundry, it's where to take your clothes. Thursday night basketball here at the Roundhouse. It seems like we've had basketball nearly every day of the week. I think Sunday is all we were missing. Maybe Wednesday in there as well, but just about every day of the week we've had basketball for this season for the Bullpups. But tonight is the regular season finale. Gabe Pyle and Drew Graham at midcourt. Tip is up and was not tipped up cleanly. So we're going to try again. Now it is won by Winfield. Drew Graham won the tip over Gabe Pyle, and Winfield is underway here today. They'll go from left to right as we view the floor. Chain of defense from the McPherson student section to our right. Standing right in front of the student section in the corner is Gibson. High pass, Cadillo turns, shoots, misses. Ball tipped by Morey, but taken by McPherson. Razak the board. Here comes the star senior, one of the best players in the entire state of Kansas, Gabe Pyle. Gabe crosses over near side, Doyle wide open, corner three, just misses. Ball tapped back on the run, tracking it down is Hutto. Here comes Winfield to push. Hutto steps back, fires a three, misses off the heel. Rebound fought for, Seidel with it. Terrific rebound by the senior. Gabe, bounce pass, Razak on the run. Into Seidel, handoff, Gabe Pyle with an up fake. Now they'll slow it down. Terrific effort by Brody on that play, and Coach Kinnaman has said he would have loved to have Brody Seidel for all 4 years. There's a travel called on Doyle as the other two normal starters, Jet Pyle and Cade Strathman, will check in for Brendan Doyle and Brody Seidel. 1 minute in, still scoreless. Winfield with the ball. Inbound across midcourt, Kellen Gibson, who was the football team starting quarterback. Morey has it, handoff Hutto. Thought about a deep three, now with an up fake, steps left, hook pass inside, Cadillo lays it up and in. Correction, that was Morey. Christian Morey gets it to go in the early going, 2-0 Winfield, 6:40 to go first quarter. Jet Pyle gets a screen from Razak. Near side, Gabe. They work around the perimeter, again sharing the rock. Like I mentioned in my game plan. For McPherson, that's something that they love to do. Strathman, top of the key, handoff, Jet Pyle. Got past Gibson. Jet, bounce pass, Brown, left-hand layup, good. Jet Pyle made that play happen, though, with a bounce pass into Brown, who was cutting to the basket. Brown coming off of his season-high game against Mulvane, where he had 13, starting off strong. Hutto in between the circles, 2-2 tie, 2 minutes in. Hutto on the drive, running hook, misses just short, crawled off the rim. Gabe Pyle the rebound. Gabe up ahead, gets a screen, drives, kick out, Brown fakes on a three. Brown, stutter step, lost it, but finds Jet Pyle into the corner. Strathman catch and shoot, just too strong on the three. Tap back, it'll go out of bounds. Who touched it last? McPherson did. Back to Winfield. They'll bring in a guy that has had a lot more playing time as of recent, Eli Tagg, who's a 6'1" freshman. In the first time these two teams met, Tagg had not even played a single minute of the season. He's coming off of a pretty good game against Bueller. He's been terrific the last few games for the Vikings. Winfield will throw it into the backcourt against pressure. Gibson looking, the starting quarterback for the team, finds Hutto, who was a wide receiver. Hutto on the drive, kick out near side, Graham. Driving baseline, Graham, shot rejected. May have been by Gabe Pyle and taken by McPherson. It was either Pyle or Razak. Strathman into Razak, lefty layup is good. Strathman to the senior Ian Razak. In the low post, McPherson with a 4-2 lead. Graham drives baseline, tough shot up, misses short, rebounded by Razak. Coach Shelton wanted a foul, didn't get one. Deep pass goes over everybody. Jet Pyle a little bit too much on that one, and it's out of bounds back to Winfield. 5:06 to go first quarter. Low-scoring one so far, 4-2. Winfield with the ball. McPherson with the lead. Hutto looking for help, deep pass, finding Tag. Now on the run, Hutto inside, layup is good. Just squeaked past Razak, and Evan Hutto, the 5'11 junior, got it to go, who was selected to play football in the Kansas Shrine Bowl. Bishop Brown dives for a loose ball, and Strathman has it. Morey guards him. Gabe Pyle, top of the key, Razak back right side for Jet Pyle, who gets a screen. Jet holds the ball, looking for help, finds his cousin in between the circles. Gabe Pyle, ball above his head. Strathman, bounce past Razak, has the size advantage. Hook shot won't go, too strong, rebounded by Morey. Winfield looking to push. Morey with a half-step move. A Euro-step layup misses, but a foul will be called on Bishop Brown. And shooting two will be Christian Morey. So Morey to shoot two to try to give themselves the lead right back. It's currently 4-4 with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. Ashton Malm and Brody Seidel at the scorer's table for McPherson. Morey hits the first free throw. Malm has got a lot of playing time in the second half of the season. Honestly, a lot of that kind of started with the Circle game on December 20th when Jet Pyle got hurt in that game, and then Malm got a lot of playing time and was terrific in the game after against Bishop Miege. Since then, he's been a pretty good piece. He's pretty much the sixth man on this team, establishing that role really well. Morey goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jet Pyle on the drive, lays it in and one. Jet Pyle, who's been a contact seeker all year, draws contact and will go to the line for the and one. Kellen Gibson called for the foul, and timeout will be called by Winfield. 6-6 tie, 4:07 to go in the first quarter. We'll keep it here. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. Didn't really see the official signal, but we'll keep it here regardless. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Next Tech Wireless. Stream today's broadcast with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless, where you can find the latest phones and devices at the best prices. We're brought to you by Pyle Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pyle Law, 241-9000. Tom works to get the benefits you deserve. And we'd like to thank Scooters Coffee. Nominate your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card to be named the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Sign up on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Scooters Coffee, be amazing. It was just a 30-second timeout, so Ashton Malm to shoot the free throw to try to put McPherson up by one. 4:07 to go, first quarter. Free throw up and good. So the and one puts McPherson up 7-6. Full court pressure by the Bullpup defense. Deep pass, Hutto to Graham across the red-painted midcourt stripe. Graham double team. Seidel came in. Bounce pass Morey. Extra pass Gibson. Bottled up. Tough shot. Misses short. He got it back though. Shot may have been blocked from behind and taken by McPherson. Good defense. Think it was Strathman there with a fingertip on it. Jet to Ashton Malm. Malm on the drive. Finds Jet. Catch and shoot. Three on the way. In and out. Seidel got a fingertip on it. Was not able to keep it in bounds though. Out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Winfield. Good effort by Seidel, though, just could not keep it in bounds. Winfield with the ball, pushing up ahead. Graham near side. Seidel picks him up defensively. Double comes with Jet, now near side where the bounce pass is Tag, rather. High pass far side, into the far corner. Hutto for three, in and out. A putback won't go for Graham, rebounded by Ashton Malm. Malm controlling the point, finds an opening, fakes at the free throw line, now stops, tough floater over Morey, crawls off, rebounded by Gibson. Malm has been good at just little old school floaters in the low post, but that time not going through. Hutto fakes on a corner three, same spot where he missed his last attempt. Near side, a three on the way, goes in for Kellen Gibson. 9-7 Winfield, 2:50 to go first quarter. Here comes Ashton Malm. Gets a screen from Seidel. Malm now fires from 12. In and out. Seidel the offensive rebound. Inside. Gabe! He throws it down. He rose in the air. Kind of just shot it up and in over Morey. Didn't really touch the rim and it rattled home, but it looked like a dunk attempt by Gabe Pyle. It went in the basket either way. 9-9 tie, 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Morey spins, tough layup, goes in and one. contorted his body to scoop it up and in. Brody Seidel will be called for the foul, and an athletic lay-in by Christian Morey. Bishop Brown, Ian Razak check back in for McPherson. Deontay Cadillo comes in for Winfield. But Morey a chance for the and one to put Winfield up 3. Free throw up and in. 7 early points for Morey of the team's 12. 2:15 to go, first quarter. McPherson down by 3. Strathman gets a screen from Razak. Top of the key, Seidel has it poked loose, got it back. Strathman drives, hop step, open floater, got it off the window. Cade cuts it to within 1, his first points of the game, the junior for these Bullpups. Less than 2 minutes ago, little bump foul called on Bishop Brown, and he's got 2 fouls in the early going. Third team foul on McPherson, and again, Bishop with 2. So Jet Pyle will go to the scorer's table. He'll check in on the next dead ball for Bishop Brown, who has those 2 early fouls. Morey almost pushed off. High pass, Cadillo. A fight for it with Strathman. He kicks it out. Morey fires a tough guarded 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Razak. High pass, Gabe Pyle on the run. Has Seidel, but instead Brown on the run. Rejected by Morey. Rebounded by Graham. Winfield the other way. Hutto for a 3. Got it. Evan Hutto from downtown. And we have an official's timeout, I think. As, Deontay Cadillo, or somebody lost their glasses on the floor. I think it was, I don't know if it was a player or an official, but somebody lost their glasses. And also, Hutto has to tie his shoe. He's the one that hit the 3. 15-11 Winfield, 1:25 to go first quarter. Gabe Pyle, far side, gets a screen, now fires a 3. Misses short, rebounded by Kellen Gibson. Here comes Winfield the other direction. Gibson into the forecourt, almost carried the ball. Near side, Hutto. Turns to his left on the far wing, 1 minute to go first quarter. Hutto against Jet Pyle, Hutto with a crossover. Hutto spins, got past him, floater, got it! Tough shot by Evan Hutto. 7 points for him so far, 17-11 Winfield. 45 seconds to go first quarter. Gabe Pyle near side gets a screen by Razak. Gabe far side, Jet. Holding the ball, looking for help, finds Gabe top of the circle. They'll slow it down, 2 clock separated by 14 seconds. Strathman on a stop and go, hand off Jet. Jet will drive, floater, good. Jet Pyle with 5 points now, and a whistle. Timeout called by Coach Kinnaman. 17-13, McPherson trailing Winfield, 21.4 to go first quarter. We'll keep it here. Just a 30-second timeout called by Coach Kinnaman. We'd like to thank those who sponsor us all season long and help us out. Idea Tech, Pooh Squad, McPherson Dental Care, Schmidt Electric, Act 360 Insurance with Darren Eddy and Cody Moores, RC Heating and Cooling, Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home, and a Great Plains Federal Credit Union. McPherson down early, 17-13, because of some terrific shooting so far by this Winfield offense, but Coach Kinnaman, during that timeout, you kind of overhear him yelling to his team. He wants them to play faster than they have. Winfield, my apologies. Winfield plays it in. And they'll have the final shot. They're up 17-13, 14 seconds to go in the quarter. Morey cross-court feed near side, extra pass. Graham open for a 3, misses too strong. Razak skies in, Gibson gets it though. Hutto with 3, near side, Gibson 3 at the buzzer, got it to go. Kellen Gibson hits a 3 at the buzzer, and McPherson will be down by 7 through 1 quarter of play. 20-13 is the score. Second quarter coming up in 30 seconds from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Buy one iPhone 16 Pro Max and get one on Nextech Wireless. iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by the A18 Pro chip and built for Apple Intelligence. Now available in 4 stunning finishes: black titanium, white titanium, natural titanium, and desert titanium. Which iPhone 16 Pro Max color will you choose? Stop by a location near you to take advantage of this amazing deal today. Next Tech Wireless, connecting Kansans.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
20-13 Winfield leading McPherson through 1 quarter of play here at the Roundhouse on senior night after a quarter in which Winfield shot 7 of 18, but McPherson was 6 of 14. McPherson has the higher field goal percentage, but how about this? 3 of 7 from deep for Winfield, 0 for 4 for McPherson. Gabe Pyle right side, McPherson with the ball to start off this quarter. Inside, Strathman, extra pass, Razak right-hand layup good, and a foul. It was the left hand of Razak actually, but the southpaw got it to go. And he'll go to the line for the and one. Deontay Cadillo called for the foul is first. Eli Tagg will come back in for Cadillo. Free throw by Razak is good. Second and one converted by McPherson in this one thus far. 4-point game. Morey fakes on a 3. He'll drive, Euro step. Tough layup is good on the run. 9 points for Christian Morey so far in this first half. Strathman, far side, jet pile, catch and shoot 3, misses short. Rebounded by Morey. Very quick possession by McPherson. Deep pass near side, Gibson, who hit the 3 right before the end of the first quarter. Cross-court feed, far side for Tagg. Now Morey on the drive, almost lost it, able to give it up. Gibson, wide open 3, in and out. Ball fought for, somehow they get it back. Strathman blocks it from behind, in and out of bounds. It will stay with Winfield, but good defense by Cade to take away what would have been an open layup by Tagg. Brody Seidel will come back in for the Bullpups. .7:03 to go in this first half. McPherson down, and we have an offensive foul away from the ball called on Winfield. Who's it on? It's on. Drew Graham is first. Team foul number 2 of the quarter on Winfield, I should say. Keep getting Mulvane and Winfield, and what do we have? We have a stoppage in play because Brody Seidel, I think he's saying that he's bleeding. Yeah, he's bleeding from the mouth or the nose, I think, one or the other. He went right up to an official to let him know, as he'll have to sub out now so we can get that fixed, and Cade Strathman will come back in. He has a towel up to his face. Don't know exactly. I think it may be the nose where he's bleeding from. But McPherson with the ball now, down by 6. Gabe Pyle fakes, driving at the elbow. Floater crawls off. Razak there, tried to dump it in, but it's taken away. Razak is gutting up, limping. He's slow getting back. Near side, Gibson fakes again. Looking for help. Inside, back to Gibson. He'll try again from deep. Misses off the heel. Offensive rebound by Graham. Morey for 3. That may have been blocked. Rebounded by Razak. May have been blocked by Gabe Pyle. Here come the Bullpups. Malm pushing into the corner. Gabe Pyle for 3. You bet! Gabe Pyle from downtown. His first 3 of the game. He's got 5 points. It's a 3-point game. 22-19. 6:10 to go first half. Hutto steps back on Malm. Top of the key, Gibson fakes. Gibson to the near side. Hand off Hutto. They'll slow it down now with Hutto. Hutto far side, 10 on the shot clock, crosses over on Malm. He'll step into a deep 3. That's way off. Rebound Gibson. Stick back goes in and a foul. Offensive rebounding, working in bunches by Winfield as Razak is called for the foul. And an and one opportunity for Gibson. Seidel will now check back in for McPherson. Think he might come in for Razak, he will. Official did notice he was limping. He might get checked out a little bit, but I'm sure he's trying to plead his case saying he's fine. He just kind of has his hand on his right ankle, just kind of looking that over, but Yep, he will be checked out by the training staff. Free throw, Gibson, in and out, rebounded by Jet Pyle. So it's 24-19. Winfield with the lead over McPherson. Malm with the ball, gets a screen. Malm all the way home. Contact layup is good. That's a sophomore, everybody. A 5'10 sophomore at that. 24-21, Malm's first points of the game. Morey drives, held up in the corner by Strathman. Cross-court feed is too deep, and it will be a backcourt violation. Picked up by Hutto far side to not avoid a steal and a bucket, or to avoid that, I should say. And now we'll have a timeout called by Winfield. 24-21, Winfield over McPherson. 5:21 to go in the first half. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll step aside. We're back in 30 seconds from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the Hub.
Hey, it's Sammy, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. We have the station, coffee and bakery for all your ice cream, lotus, and coffee fixes. Enjoy one of our world-famous brick oven pizzas while sharing an appetizer. We are your one-stop shop for your friends and family to gather. Get your grub at the Hub.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
McPherson with a much better start in the second quarter. They trailed 20-13 at the end of one. They now just trail by 3, 24-21. 5:21 to go second quarter. McPherson to throw it into the backcourt. It's Ashton Malm, Cade Strathman, Gabe Pyle, Jet Pyle, and Ian Razak, or rather, not Ian Razak, it's Gabe Pyle. Brody Seidel, I should say. Gabe on the drive, reverse layup may have been blocked. Malm the rebound. He then got hit hard, and a foul will be called. Hutto, the one that fouled him, is the first one to pick Malm up, though. It's a good sportsmanship from Evan Hutto, but his first foul, team foul number 3, and Deontay Cadillo will come back in for Winfields. He'll check in for Eli Tagg. Strathman to throw it in, and he will, just to the point guard, Ashton Malm. 5:05 to go in the half. The fresh shot clock after the foul for McPherson. Malm has it near side for Jet. A lob for Gabe was not there, but Seidel was able to grab the ball outside. Gabe Pyle, 3 for the tie, you bet! Gabe Pyle gets the 3 to tie the game. Brody Seidel taps his chest yelling, let's go! Gabe's second 3 of the game, tie game 24. 4:40 to go in the half. Hutto with the ball, controlling the point for Winfield. Stepping back on Ashton Malm. Now he'll drive in. Stop from 20 feet out. Bounce past Cadillo. Triple team. Back out Hutto. Gabe picks him up defensively. Hutto will drive. Kick out far corner. Graham with 8 on the timer. Down to 6, down to 5. Hutto with a crossover. Hutto fires a tough long 2. No good. Rebounded by McPherson. Here's a deep pass. Gabe Pyle all the way. He'll throw it down. 10 points already for Gabe Pyle. The Bullpups have the lead. A 13-4 advantage in this quarter. McPherson, now a ball poke loose. Hutto just controls it to give it to Morey. Into the corner, Gibson, open 3. No, rebounded by Ashton Malm. Here come the Bullpups. Gabe Pyle on the right wing with a crossover to Jet. Extra pass, another one. Strathman drives, fakes, shoots, misses short. Ball tipped high in the air. Strathman got it back. Gabe Pyle catch and shoot 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Morey. Here comes Winfield. Morey, the leading scorer, got past Seidel. Euro step, lefty layup too strong. Rebounded by Seidel. Malm, hop step, kick out. Strathman had it poked. Jet Pyle now in the corner. Steps up. Gabe cuts in, up and under, and in, and one. Gabe Pyle on fire. And Gabe with 12 points looks to push this lead. They're up by 4 now. Ian Razak back in after getting looked at with his right ankle. Deontay Cadillo called for the foul, his second, team foul number 4. 3:14 to go in the half. Gabe Pyle for the and 1. He hit the free throw. Eli Tagg back in for Winfield for Cadillo. And it's 29-24 Bullpups. Outscoring Winfield in this quarter 16-4. Morey on the near side. Bear in mind, there's still 3:10 to go in the quarter. Morey, Euro step, tough layup, misses, but a foul, I think, on Razak. It is on Razak. He's got 2 fouls now. Calling it for a little push foul. Seidel's going to come right back in. Seidel with gauze in his left nostril as he was bleeding from the nose earlier. Morey misses the first free throw way short. But, we've talked about, we know Seidel has an incredible story. Seidel is an absolutely emotional, physical leader no matter what role he has on any sport. Free throw goes in for Morey. He goes 1 for 2. Morey will check out now, get his first bit of rest. But Seidel, Coach Kinnaman has talked about, boy, would they have loved having Seidel for 4 years. This is his first and only year playing basketball for the Bullpups. Gabe on the drive, got all the way home, but he missed the shot too strong. Rebounded by Winfield. Hutto controlling the points, 2:45 to go in the half, 29-25 McPherson. Hutto with a crossover on Malm. Driving, looking for help with a handoff, Graham. Kick out, near side, extra pass, tag for 3, misses short, rebounded by Strathman. High pass, Jet Pile, pushes up ahead, Gabe driving all the way, missed the layup, but a foul, got hit hard by Patrick Toon, and he'll go to the line for 2. And immediately Morey will go back to the scores table. Gabe Pyle with 13 points in the first half. He had 16 in the entire game on Tuesday against Mulvane. First free throw misses too strong, though, for Gabe. And Morey will check back in. But what a second quarter for McPherson. Let's see if they can hold on to it, because we know Winfield is a terrific team on offense. Gabe hits the second free throw, so he goes 1 for 2. 14 points for the senior. 30-25 McPherson, 2:25 to go second quarter. Hutto finds Morey. Morey drives on Strathman, fakes, shoots, misses, rebound, nope, foul called. And 2 free throws again for Christian Morey. And Strathman, I believe, called for the foul. It is. That's the 3rd team foul, Strathman's first. Which, by the way, Winfield has 5, so McPherson is in the bonus for the rest of the half. Morey hits the first free throw. 11 points for Morey, but 5 of those at the stripe make it 6. He goes 2 for 2 to cut it to a 3-point game with 2:10 to go in the half, 30-27. Jet Pile, handoff to Gabe Pile. On the right wing, gets a fake, handoff Malm on the run. They run a weave. Gabe fakes, steps up, driving into the corner. Strathman catch and shoot 3, too strong, rebounded by Winfield. Here's Morey on the near side. Morey with a crossover against Jet, backs him down, turns, shoots over Seidel, he misses. Good defense by Brody, who says a couple words afterwards. Deep pass is deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with McPherson. So the Bullpups keep it, 33 on the shot clock, 1:42 to go in the half. Jet Pile controlling it on the far side. Handoff Gabe. Inside Seidel with a fake. Does not have the angle. He lost it. It's stolen away by Hutto. 90 seconds to go in the half. Winfield down by 3. Hutto on the Bullpup logo. Far side Gibson. 2 defenders collapse. Now a 3. Gibson misses. Rebounded by Jet Pile, who goes down hard. And a floater won't go by Hutto as somehow Winfield keeps it as Jet Pile got down limping, holding onto his right ankle. He's back on his feet, but limping noticeably. Hutto in and out on a deep 3, rebounded by McPherson, and Coach Kinnaman will call a timeout so they can check on Jet. He's favoring that left ankle, I think, or the right one, I'm not sure, but one of his ankles. Cole Cooper will come in for Jet, who will limp to the bench. Now, Jet missed a game earlier this year because of a sprained ankle, but that was right before the end of the first semester. So, of course, he had the whole winter break to heal, which he did do so, but Jet will get looked at. McPherson with the ball. Gabe Pyle, top of the key, near side for Malm. Back to Gabe, near side. Has the size advantage against Graham, so Gabe will drive, kick out Cooper. He'll fire up a three. Too strong, Seidel the offensive rebound. Shot clock will not reset. It did not draw iron. 10 on the shot clock. Malm gets a screen, down to 6. Malm all the way, floater, you bet. Ashton Malm with 4 points. It's a 5-point Bullpup lead. 24 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock turned off. Winfield will try to hold for the last shot and try to cut it to within a possession. Hutto almost lost it out of bounds, but he keeps it in between the circles. 12 seconds. Gibson left wing. Poked loose by Seidel. Gibson keeps though. Hutto with 6, with 5, still about 30 feet out. He'll cross over, spin, tough fading shot. It somehow goes in. Coach Kinnaman wanted to travel, did not get it, but it's halftime after the buzzer beater by Evan Hutto, and it's a 3-point game at the half. McPherson leads it 32-29. The Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report is next from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
You're listening to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. Great Plains Federal Credit Union, placing people before profit. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. The McPherson Bullpups play here.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
When streaming your favorite shows or live TV event, you deserve the best internet. MTC can help. Switch to MTC Fiber Internet today and enjoy fast, unlimited internet with whole home coverage. Plus, we'll help you pick out the perfect streaming service for your family's needs. For more information or to sign up for service, stop by your local MTC office. Call 877-216-9951 or visit mtcforme.com.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome into the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report as the Bullpup boys lead 32-29 over Winfield at the halftime break. Earlier today, McPherson girls got the 43-29 victory over Winfield. We're joined now by head coach Clint Kinnaman, who's on the headset now. Coach, how about a 3-game win streak to close off your regular season?
Very good, very good. You know, we've just been playing better and better. I thought tonight we showed a lot of fatigue, you know, having as many close games, you know, games close together as what we have. But, you know, we shot it really well early, played pretty good defense early, and then we kind of honestly put it on cruise control a little bit. But, hey, to get out here with a win, 3 in a row, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And as Winfield was starting to inch closer, what did you tell your team, and how did they respond with them trying to mount the comeback, and then eventually you guys pulled out with the win?
Well, go get some stops. You know, we didn't step out on a couple shooters. They made, I think they made one that was even off the glass, threw a 3 in off the glass. But, you know, it's really hard when you get kind of a big lead to keep playing. That's one thing that, you know, we really haven't been used to be honest. I mean, we've had a couple big leads, but, you know, I really like coaching these kids. I will say that, you know, and they've worked extremely hard over the entire season. The improvement that they've made from start to finish, in my eyes, has just been incredible. So that's a tribute to those girls coming in wanting to work every day in practice.
2 seniors on this team represented on senior night, Ellie Bauer and Ashton Hampton. Even though it's just your first year here, how fun has it been to coach the seniors this year?
You know, doggone it, we tried to get Ashton a couple looks and actually we put in a special set just for her to try to get her basket. It didn't work on the first possession because they were in a different defense, but in the second opportunity she got, executed it perfect, able to get her a look at the basket. Ashton's a transfer, came in, you know, a year ago, had to sit out last year. Awesome kid. You know, she's one of those kids that you look at and you know she's going to be very successful later in life. You know, coaching Ellie's been great too. She showed a lot of leadership in a positive way. She was on the fence whether she was even going to play before the season, and I believe that she's really enjoyed playing this year. She's been a good leader, good teammate. It's been a lot of fun coaching her.
Well, the regular season's done. You got postseason on Wednesday. You will be on the road. We don't know for sure who exactly you will face.
We'll be at Augusta.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right, not bad. Not bad for a return trip. And, you fell to them twice this year. One of them was in a comeback effort by them, which was last week, but you guys fought your tails off. The loss at their place, you guys were shorthanded. Right. So how do you feel about this one going in on Wednesday?
Well, the old saying, it's really hard to beat somebody 3 times. I think in this case that's very, very true. When they beat us here, they shot it incredibly well. We gave up some open shots, but at the same time, you still got to make them, and they did. So, we'll try to do a better job defensively. Offensively, if we can play the way we did against them the last time we played, that'd be great. It'd take care of itself. But it's going to be based on our defense, how well we play defensively, how hard we play and compete. If we can get that first one, you never know what's going to happen in the sub-state final. It doesn't matter if it's against a defending state champion or somebody that, has a losing record either. It's throw them out and go at it. I told the girls, this is my favorite time of year. Getting into ours and then March Madness with the colleges also. This is by far my favorite time of year. So we're excited about the opportunities that we're going to have next week, and we'll see what happens.
It's my favorite time of year too, Coach, so I'm glad we could agree on that. Coach, it was a fun regular season, but let's get them at Sub-State. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Sounds good. Thanks, Lane.
That's head coach Clint Kinnaman. We'll have more coming up next in the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Halftime Report. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
More of the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Halftime Report is coming up after this. Next, we'll recap tonight's first half stats. Your home for the McPherson Bullpups is 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Controlling your own weather can be easier than controlling anything else these days. This is Julie with RC Heating and Cooling. With a well-working cooling and heating system, you can be in control of your indoor weather at home. With so many things out of our hands, it's a good feeling to have a bit of stability. Call RC for a free estimate on new cooling and heating equipment. Call RC when your unit isn't up to par. Call RC to stay comfortable in any weather. Call RC 241-2787.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Ryan and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back into the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Halftime Report. The Bullpup boys just with a 3-point lead over Winfield. However, they did outscore the Vikings by 10 in that second quarter after they had a strong start leading 20-13 at the end of one quarter. But McPherson pulled their way forward with a 5-point lead. As much as that, a layup by Evan Hutto at the buzzer brought it back into within a possession, and Winfield will have the ball to start off the third quarter. So this will be an interesting one. So again, can McPherson continue on to this and finish the regular season 16-4 and be named the outright divisional champions, or can Winfield come into town, play spoiler on their senior night? And not only that, if Winfield wins, could they, if they win for the first time against McPherson since 1993. Find out after this. Second half action is on your way after this from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
This is the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Halftime Report. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
A special service for a lost loved one is the first step in healing. Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home can help you plan that special service to honor your loved one. That specialized service that calls together the hearts and the minds of all who love them. It's a gift of memories and healing. A priceless gift for peace of mind. A fitting way to say goodbye to someone so loved. Leave it to Glidden Edgar Wiggins Funeral Home.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
One half is in the books on senior night. There's one half to go as the McPherson Bullpups have a 3-point lead at halftime against the Winfield Vikings. McPherson in that first half shot 13 of 29. That's 45%. If you wrap it up from, go up from 44.8%. They shot 2 of 10 from deep, though. Both of those makes were made by Gabe Pyle, who finished 2 for 4 in the first half from deep. He had 14 points in the first half, did Gabe Pyle. McPherson also shot 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Winfield, 30% shooting in the first half, 3 of 15 from deep. The thing is, they had more shot attempts, 10 of 33 so far. McPherson out-rebounding Winfield 21 of 19, and McPherson with 4 turnovers, Winfield just 2. As we mentioned, Winfield will have the ball to start off the second half. They'll play it in right in front of us, and away we go for second half action between the Bullpups and the Vikings. Senior night, the final day of the regular season as the Vikings look to beat McPherson for the first time in over 40 years. Long 3 won't go, but it's tipped and taken back by Winfield. On the drive, kick out right side, Hutto, wide open 3, misses off the heel. Ball tipped high into the air twice a third time, and Bishop Brown gets the rebound. Here's a deep pass on the drive. Jet Pyle, Euro step reverse layup is good with the left hand. Jet Pyle checking back in after missing about the last 2 minutes of the first half after hurting his ankle. He does have some tape on it and a sock that is kind of covering that on his right foot. Stepping back, Hutto answering, misses the 3, rebounded by Gabe Pyle. Here come the Pups. Gabe stops at the elbow, looking for help, finds it. Strathman, bounce past Razak. Inside, Jet had it poked out of bounds. It will stay with McPherson with 25 on the shot clock. 1 minute into this third quarter, 34-29 McPherson. McPherson to throw it in, lob inside. Gabe collects, but he got hit and a foul called on Winfield on the catch. On Kellen Gibson, he's got 2 fouls. First foul called on this half, and it goes to Winfield. Strathman inside, Razak again, hooks it up and in. Just wouldn't say it's a hook, it's more of just a shot put with the left hand. So good that my voice cracked, and Razak gets it to go to give him 7 points. 36-29 Bullpups. Scoring in their first 2 possessions on offense. Gibson, top of the circle. Going to the right side now with 6.5 minutes to go in the third. Morey steps back on Gabe, bounce pass, Gibson right wing, inside, shot rejected by Gabe Pyle, and Jet Pyle tipped it to Gabe. Strathman ahead to Gabe, what a play by the Bullpups. Jet on the near side, kick back out, Gabe Pyle, who blocked that shot, steps up, got a screen, hand off to Jet. Now Strathman, top of the circle, hesitation move, near side, Gabe. Ball below his waist, now fakes, near side. Strathman on the drive on the baseline, held up, shot clock down to 10. Razak drives, lefty hook over Morey, won't go, rebounded by Cadillo. Coach Kinnaman wanted a foul, didn't get one, held out his arms. Morey crosses to the left, handoff, nope, he faked the handoff. Driving on the baseline, double team, kick out, Hutto, tough guarded 3, good. Evan Hutto with 12 points for the Vikings, the second Viking to be in double figures. Now, bear in mind, only 3 Vikings have scored the entire game. Jet drives, laid it in, but it's not going to count. A foul on the floor. So they'll just inbound it instead, but Kellen Gibson picks up his 3rd foul. So he'll check out. Eli Tagged will come in. Nope, Deontay Cadillo's coming out. Gibson staying in with the 3 fouls. McPherson to throw it in, deep inbound. That's, by the way, the 2nd team foul of the quarter on Winfield. Gabe with a high pass far side for Jet. Top of the circle, he crosses over. Inside, Razak finds an opening and lays it in. Good screen out by Gabe Pyle inside, and Razak got the wide open layup to crawl home. He's got 9 points, and the Bullpups are up by 6 with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Hutto stepping back on the near wing. Top of the circle, Morey with a fake. Inside, tough layup. Actually, he did not lay it up. He tried to pass it. No, they called a shooting foul. I thought he tried to pass it inside, but they called a shooting foul, and Morey's going to the line. Razak called for the 3rd foul and 2 free throws from Morey. He misses the first one, though. Brody Seidel and Ashton Malm check in for McPherson for Bishop Brown and Ian Razak. And now Gibson will sub out. Checking in is Patrick Toon. 2nd free throw. Morey rattles it home, so he just goes 1 for 2 at the stripe. Team high 13 points for the senior, and it's 38-33 McPherson. Under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Malm, high pass, deep catch. Gabe Pyle lays it in. Off the feed from Ashton Malm. 16 points for the senior on senior nights. Hutto with a crossover. Toon almost had an illegal screen. Morey far side between the legs. Spinning, lost the handle. Has to give it out. Graham guarded by Gabe Pyle. Graham top of the circle. Graham holding it, now a handoff. Hutto with 12 on the shot clock. Hutto steps back near midcourt, gets a screen from Morey. Hutto almost lost it. Handoff Graham, who fakes. Down to 5, down to 4, near side. Tag for 3, misses. Rebounded by Jet Pyle. Jet needs help. Here's Strathman on the run, near side. Malm into the corner for Gabe, who fakes. Gabe with a spin on the baseline. Strathman, extra pass. Jet, Seidel, fakes, shoots, and scores. The senior Brody Seidel's 1st points of the game. Timeout called by Winfield. 42-33 McPherson, their largest lead of the game of 9 points. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with them. We're back in 30 seconds from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Ready for banking at your fingertips? With Farmers State Bank's mobile banking app, Take Charge. Turn your card on or off, boost spending limits, transfer funds, set security alerts, change pins, and travel worry-free. Your money, you're in control. Farmers State Bank, more than just a bank. Member FDIC.
Come by your locally owned Scooters Coffee and enjoy a Peach Bliss Quencher. Peach meets mango, mixes with energy-giving green coffee extract, and quenches your thirst happily ever after. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, Salina, and Abilene.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
42-33, McPherson with the lead over Winfield, their largest lead of the game. McPherson trailed 20-13 at the end of the 1st quarter. Since then, they have outscored Winfield 29-13. That's a 16-point turnaround. Winfield called the timeout. They have 2 remaining, McPherson with 4. Christian Morey and Evan Hutto combining for 25 of the team's 33, but the other 8 are by Kellen Gibson, who has 3 fouls but is in the game right now holding the ball. High pass near side for Tag. Morey lost it, stolen away by Jet Pyle. Malm near side, drives, on the run is Seidel. Holds it up, and now Ashton Malm will slow it down. Malm drives, Jet Pyle near side, gets a screen, Jet up, under, a reverse, no, it crawls off, rebounded by Morey. Here comes Winfield. Seidel breathing down his neck. Handoff right side, Graham, deep 3, short, rebounded by Brody Seidel. Gabe, deep pass, Malm on the run, lays it in. The wide receiver catches it on the run and scores. An 11-point Bullpup lead. Ashton Malm with 6 points, 44-33, less than 3 to go in the third. Hutto spins, half spin, kick out Gibson. Seidel guards him well. Handoff, Hutto finds an opening. 3, misses short, rebounded by Gabe Pyle. Ashton Malm went under the screen, that's why he was open, but they get credited as he missed the shot. Gabe gets a screen, drives all the way, layup, misses, there's a foul. Is it offensive? Yes. An offensive foul called on Gabe Pyle. He wanted a defensive foul on a possible push, but it's not called. Just Gabe's first foul of the game. Brendan Doyle will now come in for Jet Pyle. Coach Kinnaman pleading for it to be a block. It's possible that, you know, from what I saw, and I could be wrong, I could have had the wrong angle. I thought he was in the invisible half circle, the restricted arc under the basket, but I'm not sure. Gibson drives, correction, that's Morey. He misses the shot, rebounded by McPherson. Doyle the board. Here comes Ashton Malm. Malm spins past Morey. Now Gabe Pyle driving as 2 defenders collided with each other. Malm drives inside Seidel. They'll now work it back outside. Gabe Pyle steps into a triple, off the mark. Morey got the rebound, falling to the ground, and it goes right to Ashton Malm. Morey threw it away as he tried to give it up while he was falling down to avoid a travel. Instead, it's a live ball turnover. They'll slow it down, though, to collect their breath. 1:40 left. Here's a lob for Gabe Pyle. He didn't catch it cleanly as it hit the backboard. Ball tap back. They have it again. Gabe with an easy layup. Evan Hutto fell down in the paint, and one Viking went all the way back to the other side of the court, thinking they were going to be back on offense. It was a 5-on-3, and Gabe Pyle rewarded with the points. 46-33 McPherson, 1:15 to go in the third. Driving, Gibson, tough shot, misses, but a foul, and Kellen Gibson will shoot 2. Think it'll be, thought it was Strathman for a second. I thought he was in the low post. Yep, it is on Strathman. His second, team foul number 3 of the quarter for McPherson with 1:11 to go in the frame. Gibson's first trip to the line, he has 8 points. First one is a pure swish. Gibson, who is the starting quarterback in football, is a guy who is getting recognized. I mean, I saw on his social media, he was invited to the All-American National Combine Series for high school football players. That'll be in Nashville, Tennessee next month. He'll perform there. Free throw doesn't go on the second one, so he goes 1 for 2. In between free throws, Bishop Brown and Ian Razak check back in. Brown with 2 fouls, Razak with 3. Doyle, high pass, Razak fakes, now shoots and scores over Morey. Double figures again for Ian Razak, he's got 11. 48-34 McPherson, Hutto spins on the run, kick out Graham in the corner for a triple. Misses short, front rim, rebound tipped, and Ashton Malm couldn't control it in the low post after it was tipped by Eli Tagg. It's out of bounds and back to Winfield. 44.3 to go in the third, fresh shot clock, so a 9.3 second difference between the two clocks. Tagg had it poked loose, now Gibson, tough guarded 3 in the corner, short, offensive rebound, stick back won't go for Tagg, rebounded by Bishop Brown, shots not falling for Winfield. Ashton Malm across midcourt. He'll slow it down, he's guarded well by Tagg. Now he'll step up, handoff to Gabe. 2 clocks separated now by just 3 seconds. Coach Kinnaman wants them to hold for the final shot. Gibson guarding Ashton Malm well with 11 on the shot clock, down to 10, down to 9. Here's Gabe, what do we have? We have an offensive foul away from the ball on Brendan Doyle for an illegal screen. His first, team's 4th, Jet Pyle will come in for him. Deontay Cadillo also in for Winfield. 10.4 to go in the third quarter. 48-34 Winfield will likely hold for the final shot of the quarter. Morey scanning, holding out his arms, looking for help. Finally finds it with Hutto in the backcourt. He finally crosses midcourt with 7, with 6. Between the legs, double comes inside Morey, low post, defender falls down, tough shot, misses. Tip back is good at the buzzer by Kellen Gibson. It will count, but it's a 12-point Bullpup lead through the end of 3 quarters, 48-36 the score. Fourth quarter's coming up next. We're back in 30 seconds from the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Looking for a better way to bank? At Great Plains Federal Credit Union, we put you first. As a member owner, you get better rates, lower fees, and personalized service that big banks just can't match. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or need a low-rate auto loan, we've got you covered. Join the local, not-for-profit credit union that works for you. Great Plains Federal Credit Union, where you belong. Visit GreatPlainsFCU.com or stop by one of our locations in Abilene, Salina, Hillsboro, or McPherson today.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
The final quarter of the regular season at the Roundhouse this year. 48-36, McPherson with the lead over the Winfield Vikings on senior night in the regular season finale. McPherson trailed 20-13. Through one quarter, they have since been a menace on both sides of the ball as they now have a 12-point lead through three quarters. McPherson has the ball to start off the fourth. Gabe Pyle near side. What do we have? We have an offensive foul away from the ball, an illegal screen on Razak. Coach Kinnaman does not agree with it. Correction, it's on Bishop Brown, his third. Thought they called it on Razak in the low post, but nope, it's called on Bishop. So Winfield gets it back off the turnover with the offensive foul. Morey has it on the near side. Morey spins, drives, tough floater, crawls off, rebound, fought for. Gabe Pyle gets it off the tip. Coach wanted it over the back foul. He's not going to get it. Gabe steps up, wanted to shoot, but a defender came in late. Into Razak. Handoff. Gabe, floater from 12, crawls home. 20 points on senior day for Gabe Pyle, 50-36 McPherson. 7:15 to go in the ball game. Morey on the far side into the corner for Graham. Holding the ball, now going to his left. He's on the right wing, picks up the dribble, looks for help, finds Morey, the leading scorer with 13. On the drive, he traveled, he shuffled his pivot foot, and it's back the other direction. Morey, a guy who averages a near double-double for Winfield, has been held to 13 points as of now, which normally could be a good mark, but by Morey's standards, not quite. He's a terrific basketball player. Jet on the drive, missed the layup on a foul, and he'll go to the line for two. But again, Jet Pyle, the contact seeker, and it's on Kellen Gibson. He's got 4 fouls. Gibson has 11 points. Bear this in mind, only 3 different scorers for Winfield in this game. Jet Pyle hits the first free throw. Those 3 are Evan Hutto, Kellen Gibson, and Christian Morey. In for the first time is Elijah Burgesson. He's a 6-foot freshman. He checks in for Gibson. Jet's second free throw, good. 2 for 2 at the stripe is the junior, Jet Pyle. He has 9 points. 52-36, McPherson with a 16-point lead. They need to cross midcourt. Winfield does just by the nick of time. He trips and falls. Ball out of bounds, and it will go to McPherson. Evan Hutto pleading for a foul, doesn't get one. Looked like he tripped and fell on his own accord. 52-36, McPherson with the lead and the ball. Ashton Malm gets a screen from Gabe Pyle. He has it on the near side, a crossover against Graham. He fakes, now steps up, floats, misses, but a foul, and Gabe Pyle will shoot 2. Believe Graham will be called for the foul. Yes, he will. His second, team foul number 2 of the quarter with 6:29 remaining. Gabe Pyle, 20 points on his final regular season game at McPherson. He misses the first free throw short. Obviously, is not his last game at the Roundhouse, because the Bullpups will be at home for senior night, or not senior night, for sub-state on Tuesday. Bishop Brown will check in. And as I mentioned in the pregame, all signs currently point that they will host Ulysses, barring something crazy happening. He missed the second free throw, tap back, rebounded by Razak. Gabe on the drive, tried to throw it down. He missed. He wanted a foul, didn't get it. Ball tipped on the low post, taken by Winfield. Coach Kinnaman is screaming for a foul. Gabe Pyle held up, his hand to his face. Now he tips it in the backcourt, and Hutto will retreat it about 80 feet from the basket. Hutto into the front court, double team on the far sideline. Looking for help, finds it. Graham in the corner. Lost it, stolen by Jet Pyle, who then gets bumped, foul called on Deontay Cadillo. Cadillo says a few choice words, pushing back the other direction. The official stares him down in the process. His third foul, team foul number 1 of the quarter, or 3 of the quarter. And timeout will be called by Winfield with 5:53 to go. 30-second timeout, we'll leave it here. Things getting a little fiery with a couple of recent calls or non-calls, if you may, but much ado about nothing. McPherson with a 16-point lead, 52-36, with 5:53 remaining. We'd like to thank Nextech Wireless. You can stream today's broadcast with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Nextech Wireless, where you can find the latest phones and devices at the best prices. We're brought to you by Pyle Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pyle Law at 241-9000. Tom works to get the benefits you deserve. We're also brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Nominate your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card to be named the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Sign up on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Scooters Coffee, be amazing. 5:53 to go in the ball game. The Bullpups with a 16-point lead, 52-36. The plate into the backcourt, not much pressure. Only one Viking in the backcourt guarding Jet Pyle, that being Evan Hutto. Jet in front of us, a lob. Gabe Pyle collects and scores. Gabe Pyle soaring through the air, getting the layup to go. A 54-36 Bullpups, an 18-point lead, their largest of the game. Hutto near side. Gibson cross-court feed. Graham, top of the circle, crosses over between the legs. Now Gibson, who has 4 fouls for Winfield. Gibson with a crossover. Guarded by Gabe Pyle. Gibson still has not given it up. Now he does to Cadillo. 8 on the timer. Gibson. 5 seconds. Gibson now drives against Gabe. Shot blocks. Got it back. Lays it in. Gibson with the stick-to-itiveness to keep going, to score. He has 13 points. Here comes Gabe Pyle. McPherson up by 16. Under 5 minutes to go. Gabe drives. Kick to Jet. Into the corner for Strathman. Now Brown, top of the key. Brown fakes, now lost it, stolen by Hutto. Razak got a fingertip on it. Hutto then has it taken away by Jet Pyle. Jet to Gabe, left wing, fires a 3, got it! Gabe Pyle from downtown. Timeout called by McPherson so they can slow it down and talk things over as Gabe has 25 points here on his senior night. 4:33 to go, 57-38. McPherson will step aside for 30 seconds here at the Roundhouse. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth, you're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Are you needing some help upgrading your home? I'm Jared, inviting you to check us out at Krupp Lumber in Heston, your one-stop destination for all your construction and woodworking needs. We offer a wide selection of top-quality windows and doors like Marvin and Anderson. We also offer kitchen and bath options like R.D. Henry cabinets and Onyx showers to make your home stand the test of time. Ask about our in-state delivery and direct shipment options. Check us out at krupplumber.com. Krupp Lumber, service is our specialty.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
57-38, McPherson leads Winfield here on senior night in the final game of the regular season. Again, I want to bear this in mind because McPherson has just been absolutely terrific since the first quarter. They were down 20-13 at the end of the first quarter. And if I can do the math right, they've outscored Winfield since then 44-18. We now have 4:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Winfield with the ball after McPherson called timeout. They have 3 left. Winfield with 1. Graham on the right wing, who has still been scoreless. Still only 3 scorers for Winfield on the game, that being Moree, Gibson, and Hutto. Gibson on the drive, missed the layup, rebounded by Ian Razak. 6 rebounds for Ian on the game to go with the 11 points on senior day. Ball poked out of bounds by Hutto. It'll stay with McPherson. 25 on the shot clock, 4:01 on the game clock here in the fourth quarter. Gabe Pyle and Ian Razak are the only Bullpups in double figures, but Gabe has 25 points, shooting 10 of 18, 3 of 6 from deep. Gabe has it now, top of the circle, fakes the pass, hand off to Strathman. Now to Jet, back to Gabe, fakes, steps up with 12. Gabe at the elbow, inside, Razak, righty layup is good. That's his offhand, but he's able to score to give him 13 points on senior night. McPherson leads by 21. 3:35 to go. Hutto with a step back. Goes to the near side. Hutto on the baseline, steps back, fires, misses, rebounded by Jet Pyle. McPherson to push. Here comes Malm on the run. Got past Moree and got the layup to go. Flashton Malm strikes again. 61-38, 3:15 to go. Moree with a crossover on the near side for Winfield. Now he'll drive in, held up, will have a tie-up. Good defense by Jet Pyle. The arrow will keep it with Winfield. Deontay Cadillo will come back in for Eli Tagg. 3:07 to go, 61-38, McPherson with the lead. Their largest lead of the game, 23 points. Moree inside, got it somehow over 2 defenders, and he scores. His first made field goal of the half, just his 4th of the game. He has 15 points though. Jet on the drive, lefty floater, misses. Offensive rebound by Razak. Hook shot, crawls off, and an over the back foul is going to be called on Jet Pyle. Going over Evan Hutto. It was the official on the perimeter that called it, Coach Kinnaman, not liking that the perimeter official called it because there was an official that was right in front of the play who did not call it. But Jet is called for his first foul either way, team foul number 2. 61-40, 2:45 to go. Hutto on the drive, far side, guarded by Ashton Malm. Hutto, kick out, far corner, Graham makes 2 defenders fake inside, rejected by Gabe Pyle. Graham got it back, missed the layup, but he's fouled. And with 2:33 to go in the fourth quarter, he'll try to become just the 4th Viking to score. Cade Strathman called for his 3rd foul with 2.5 minutes remaining. First free throw, Graham is good, his first point of the game. And again, the 4th Viking to score in this one. 2:33 remaining, it's a 20-point Bullpup lead, make it 19. Graham goes 2 for 2. And McPherson to play it in against pressure, a double team by Malm, or to Malm. Now Jet Pyle has it up ahead as the defense backs off. Gabe Pyle near side, 25 points on senior night. Gabe near side, Strathman. Back to Gabe, 2:15 remaining. And McPherson will come away with a victory, barring a miracle comeback in the final 2 minutes. Shot clock at 10, Gabe Pyle, deep 3, misses short. Razak was there, now he picks it up. Gabe Pyle on a handoff near side, finds an opening, he'll try again from deep. That's way short. Rebounded by Moree, then Gabe Pyle the steal. Inside, Razak lays it in. Off the feet from Gabe Pyle, good feet from Gabe out of the steal. And Coach Kinnaman will bring the other 3 seniors into the game for McPherson so they can check in for one final time here in the regular season in their career. Gibson, pull-up jumper from the elbow, misses, rebounded by McPherson. Malm, Jet Pyle drives, floats, misses, rebounded by Cadillo. Winfield with the ball again, 1:25 remaining. And Coach Kinnaman tells Razak to foul so they can sub the 3 seniors in. Razak will be called for his 4th, team foul number 4, but more importantly, the seniors are coming in, the juniors are coming out, or correction, the sophomore and the junior. So 5 seniors on the floor for McPherson. Well, Strathman will check out too, the other junior. Bishop Brown, Brody Seidel, Gabe Pyle, Ian Razak, and Bishop Brown. Shot clock did not reset, they'll set it now, which is why we had a stoppage before the throw-in. Moree to throw it in. He does right in front of him to Graham, back to Moree. Driving on Seidel all the way, scoop layup, crawls off, but a foul. And who's the foul on? I think it's on either Seidel or Doyle. It's on Doyle. His second, team foul number 5 with 1:15 to go. 2 free throws for Christian Morey. First one rolls home. Cadillo and Ian Razak stepped up like it was a 1-and-1. No, those don't exist anymore here in high school basketball. And it wasn't an and one because he missed the shot. Second free throw is good. Morey goes 2 for 2. 63-44, 1:15 to go. Doyle caught up in the corner, cross-court feed. Razak with a handoff to Gabe Pyle. Back to Razak, top of the key, left side. Doyle now back to Gabe Pyle. Bad pass taken away. Morey all the way home. He throws it down. A right-handed dunk that looked more like a frustration-type dunk. And a bad pass by Seidel taken away by Cadillo. Morey near side, Gibson. He'll fire a 3. Short, rebounded by Brody Seidel. 15-second difference between the two clocks. Correction. It's about an 8-second difference. I got my math wrong. Gabe Pyle on the left wing will drive, baseline, hand off, Seidel to Brown. Now to Gabe in the corner. Gabe, Razak. Doyle left wing. Doyle will drive, now he'll fire, misses, rebounded by Morey with 20 seconds to go, shot clock turned off. Morey with a crossover, inside another dunk, and he'll hang from the rim, and he'll be called for a technical for hanging on the rim. Morey did not really complain much about it, neither are the coaches. They know that that was not necessarily the greatest play by Morey, because when he threw it down, he pulled himself up, and yeah, he taps his chest saying, yep, that is my bad. Good leadership by the senior. Gabe Pyle misses the first free throw, but now Coach Kinnaman will empty the bench to bring in guys to replace all the seniors. Can they go one at a time or all 4? I guess they'll go all 4. So checking out, Brody Seidel, Bishop Brown, Brendan Doyle, and Ian Razak. Gabe Pyle will have one more technical free throw as Carter Bankson, Dane Becker, Paxton Ingalls, and Cole Cooper check in. Second free throw, good for Gabe Pyle. And one of the best players in the state, finishing with 26 points. The record holder for most points in the game, tying the record, Gabe Pyle. 13.4 to go. And they'll play it into Ashton Malm, who will just cross midcourt, and they'll dribble out the clock. The regular season comes to an end, and it's a senior night victory for the Bullpups. Final score, McPherson 64, Winfield 48. The Bullpup Locker Room Show is coming up next from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bullpup Basketball on KMCP.
Coverage of Bullpup Basketball continues next with the Bullpup Locker Room Show. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Show your Bullpup pride with apparel from Art Shirt, Gear for Sport at 211 North Main, downtown McPherson. We offer a wide variety of apparel for everyone in the family, offering sizes from newborn all the way to 4X. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season. Go Bullpups!
From spring planting to landscaping and fall cleanups to winter snow removal, LS Tractor is your warmest pack tractor for all seasons. Our universal skid steer quick attach system makes switching out attachments a breeze, and our tough heavy lifting loaders give you added strength for any job. Start with reliability and power, stay for a wide range of capabilities, attachments, and implements. Get more features for less money. Start blue, stay blue with LS Tractor. Visit Mound Ridge Tractor, where customer service has been our business since 1985.
When winter hits hard, the John Deere 5E Series utility tractor is your ultimate cold weather companion. Designed for feeding in freezing conditions, its reliable power and precision make tough jobs easy. And with the cab's superior comfort, featuring heat, visibility, and ergonomic controls, you'll stay warm while conquering the cold. Get the job done no matter the weather with the 5E Series. Call, stop by, or visit prairielandpartners.com today and experience the difference.
Prairie Land Partners.
Whether you're craving a hearty breakfast, a light lunch, or something to grab on the go, the local table in North Newton has you covered. Open Wednesdays through Sundays. Their seasonal menu features select, locally sourced ingredients, offering the best flavors from the community to your plate. And don't miss out on their Sunday specials, crafted with care just for you. Stop by the local table in North Newton today, where fresh food and friendly faces are always on the menu.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the Roundhouse. The Bullpups get the sweep on Senior Day as the Bullpup boys win by a final score of 64-48. Their regular season ends at 16-4, 9-1 in divisional play. The win also clinches the outright title for the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League in Division III. It is their 44th outright title in school history, 46th league title in history in the program's 88th year at McPherson High School. The Bullpups get the victory despite trailing early. They trailed 20-13 and then just lit a fire right after that as McPherson took a 3-point lead at halftime and then outscored Winfield by 13 points in that second half, 32-19 in that second half to win 64-48. A terrific senior night for the Bullpups. Gabe Pyle, the senior, finished with 26 points, shooting 10 of 20, 3 of 8 from deep, 3 of 7 at the free throw line. 15 points for Ian Razak. He had 9 rebounds, 1 rebound shy of a double-double, 7 of 10 shooting on the game. And then 9 points for Jet Pyle, shooting 3 of 8, 0 for 2 from deep, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. He also had 8 assists and 7 rebounds. 2 rebounds, 1 point, and 2 assists shy of a triple-double tonight was Jet Pyle. Also 8 points for Ashton Malm, 4 of 6 shooting for him on the game. 2 points apiece for Bishop Brown, Brody Seidel, and for Cade Strathman. So, the Bullpups overall shot 50%, 27 of 54 on the game, 3 of 14 from deep. All 3 of those made threes were by Gabe Pyle, 7 of 11 at the free throw line. 40 rebounds. They out-rebounded Winfield 40-33 in this game. They were out-rebounded on the offensive glass 13-9, but the defensive glass went to McPherson 31-20 over the Winfield Vikings in that one. 11 assists on 27 made buckets for McPherson, 9 assists on 16 made buckets for Winfield, 11 turnovers for McPherson, 7 blocks, 5 of which by Gabe Pyle. And then 5 steals also for McPherson. Jet Pyle led with 3 of those steals. McPherson, their regular season finishes off with a victory. They won again by a final score 64-48. Let's go ahead and bring in the seniors. Is there it's a lot of them. Who's going to go first? Everybody's lined up. Somebody figure out who's going first. We'll get this figured out. Now, just like last year, I don't have enough headsets, so we're going to figure this out. Now, I do have a microphone right there if you want to take off the duct tape, but I also have a headset for whoever wants to put it on for right now, so it's up to y'all who wants to do that. Brendan will put on the headset. Bishop Brown will take the microphone if it's not, that is if it's going to sound decent. So, and then Ian Razak, Brody Seidel, Gabe Pyle, the other ones here. Let's see if this sound halfway decent. But anyway, what's up, guys? Senior night. How'd it go for y'all?
Went pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah? How about you four? Brendan was the one that answered that. Y'all got to answer.
I mean, it's pretty special. I mean, I've only been here for about a year now. So, I mean, I thought it was pretty special the way that we fought in the second half and just played so much harder. Came out and flew around and just played a lot better defense.
Yeah, I really liked our effort. Took us a while to get going, but, once we got going, started getting runouts, and that's how we just build our leads most of the game.
For sure.
Yeah, we picked it up on the defensive end, and like Gabe said, we got a lot of runouts, and that helped us in the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, just slow start tonight.
but we picked it up after halftime and just kept it going. A lot of runouts.
Oh, yeah. A lot of long runouts. As you guys, I think that was maybe the theme for this game. Was it long runouts? Was that maybe on the big whiteboard that Coach Kinnaman had? I'm kidding, but, yes, somebody said yes. But, I mean, this was a pretty good season. There were some, setbacks here and there, but you guys really brought the hammer down after falling on Monday. After Monday, what was the mindset going into Tuesday against Mulvane? You guys had a big-time blowout win, and then tonight to close off the regular season.
I mean, Monday was just a huge setback for us, just an off night, honestly, but we really jumped out on Tuesday and got out on Mulvane really quick, and tonight, I mean, we were a little sluggish at first, but then we came out and really put them down. So,
I mean, it's just one game at a time. After that, as soon as the game was over, we're moving on to the next one. Can't dread on it. Just got to move, taking one game at a time now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just didn't have a lot of energy Monday night, but we came bounced back Tuesday night, had a lot of energy, and hell of a game.
Yeah.
I mean, like these other guys said, I think it shows who we are, who we just forget about that Monday game and get back to it on Tuesday and pick back up our momentum to finish off the season.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about, your guys' journey through here. We'll start off with Brendan, who's on the headset. You were shaken up with that. You were just kind of confused. But, you've been a varsity player for multiple years. Mostly, you've put up a lot of outside shots this year. I don't have the exact numbers on how many went in, but I'd say a pretty decent amount, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say a pretty decent amount did go in.
Yeah, but your, your journey into basketball, how would you describe just, your basketball career and then, with tonight?
I'd say my dad got me into it, and then when I started playing with Gabe and those guys in about 6th grade, it's when it really took off, and it's always been fun ever since then.
Absolutely. Bishop, we'll go with you next, just with your basketball journey. You were a starter for every game this year. I think your presence on defense was really the biggest point for this year, but just, how's this year gone for you? And just talk about your journey playing basketball for McPherson High.
I mean, I've had a lot of fun this year. I've been playing with these guys since forever, ever since I can remember. It's just been a lot of fun this year playing with these guys and my friends. And
for sure. We'll go with whoever wants to hold the mic next, that being Ian Razak. Not the tallest guy on the team, but amazing in the low post. For the southpaw guy, you finished tonight with 15, 1 rebound shy of a double-double, but you've had quite a few of those this year. But your basketball journey and, how it's also helped you with baseball, because you're going to play at the collegiate level as well in baseball.
Yes. I mean, growing up in McPherson, you hear about basketball all the time, so everybody wants to play basketball. So getting the chance to come out here and play in front of this crowd is just amazing. Basketball, just staying active and being athletic out on the court just helps translate over to baseball and helps me compete out there and just work on competing and being a good teammate.
For sure. Whoever wants to hold the mic next, we'll go with you, Brody, a guy who we've always joked around with each other pretty much all year long. You, a lot of people have seen you as sort of the emotional leader on every sport that you play, football, baseball, and then now, all of a sudden, basketball. Coach Kinnaman has told me he would have loved to have you for 4 years. But you got just the 1 year. How great was it playing for McPherson basketball this year?
I mean, I grew up watching McPherson basketball, just watching my brother and even Gabe's brothers, and it's just an amazing culture, and just, I mean, it's really a blessing in disguise that Kinnaman actually allowed me to be on the team. And once he said I could be, I knew I was just going to be that guy to go get a rebound or go make the tough plays and just try and be the best person that I can.
I would say your point numbers aren't, the highest this year, but as Jared Hass would say, your floor burn numbers are probably the highest out of most people on the team. So let's close off with Gabe real quick. I think you're a very humble guy. We all know this. Your 44-point performance, you could not stop talking about your teammates and how they helped out. But I think it's fair to say you're one of the best players in the state. You've really helped out this team. You helped them, will them to a championship last year. You got a chance to do that again this year, but just your basketball journey and especially your basketball journey moving forward, how has that been for you, and what have you really taken from being here, and how will that help you at the collegiate level?
I've growing up my whole life watching basketball, playing basketball, I'll probably see more basketball than I bet 90% of the people here. I grew up watching all my older siblings play, and I learned from the game. I would like to say I'm the smartest of my siblings. I hope they hear this. They know it's
Love
true.
it.
And, I mean, playing with these guys, I didn't play with them when I was really young, but starting middle school time, we all started playing together, and it just clicked instantly. We all play so well together, and we enjoy each other too, and that's the biggest thing, enjoying each other's company, being good friends on and off the court, and it just helps.
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's been a lot of fun to cover you this year in every sport that you guys play, especially with the guys that are playing baseball. That'll be a lot of fun to do this year. The 3 collegiate guys that are playing baseball, Brody, Ian, and Brendan over here. So it's always a lot of fun to call you guys. You guys really make it a true blessing to be here in McPherson. Winning state title last year definitely really helped. But how about we do it again this year? How's that sound, guys?
I mean, it sounds good. Yep. Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Thanks for joining me, guys, and congrats on an unbelievable career. And thank you, guys. That's all the seniors. That being Brendan Doyle and all the guys, as we'll take the picture real quick. Anyway, thank you. Thank you, Cindy Kinnaman, for taking that picture with all the seniors here as the Bolt Pups get the victory here today by a final score of 64-48 here on the boys' side. We'll step aside. We'll have the People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game and the Happy Egco Excellent Play of the Game coming up after this from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. You're listening to Bolt Pup Basketball on KMCP.
Your home for McPherson Bullpup Basketball. Find exclusive stories and streaming audio online at adastroradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Devin.
Together we are Stamatic of Central Kansas.
With a new location at 209 North Main in downtown McPherson. We are here to help, offering water, fire, and smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet and upholstery cleaning, as well as hard surfaces like tile and even grout cleaning. Don't forget about the places you can't see, like air ducts and dryer vents. Find us on Facebook or online at stamaticofcentralks.com for a free estimate to see how Stamatic of Central Kansas can help you.
Oh, and honey, don't forget.
Call Stamatic, you'll be ecstatic.
When quality of care matters, let the compassionate and professional staff at Hospice and Home Care of Reno County serve you. We are committed to the well-being of our community because we are your neighbors and friends. We provide services such as home health, hospice, private duty, palliative care, and voice care. Count on us to provide your in-home health care services. Wherever you consider home, Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, your local not-for-profit agency serving a 50-mile radius of Hutchinson. We care how you live.
Life's better when you're under our roof because our agents can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family can have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams.
Visit your local American Family Insurance agent, Steve Barr, at 807 North Main, McPherson.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance. Hi, I'm Catherine with First Bank Kansas. Have you ever found yourself at the checkout only to realize you left your wallet behind? Let's face it happens. But fear not. You can now securely store your First Bank Kansas debit card in the digital wallet on your phone or watch for seamless transactions. No more frantic searches or embarrassing moments. Just convenient, hassle-free payments wherever you go. Add your First Bank Kansas debit card to your digital wallet and leave your worries behind. Visit us in Salina, Ellsworth, McPherson, Abilene, Lindsborg, or Hutchinson for banking made personal. Member FDIC.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back in for the final time to the Roundhouse. You heard from the seniors following their final regular season game here at the Roundhouse, their final regular season game in general. Again, those being Brendan Doyle, Bishop Brown, Brody Seidel, Gabe Pyle, and Ian Razak. Again, Brendan, Ian, and Brody are all going to play collegiate baseball. Gabe will definitely play basketball at the collegiate level. He's getting college offers. He hasn't made the decision yet on where he will go, but we'll definitely catch up with that whenever he makes that decision. Before we go to our play and player of the game for this evening, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Edward Jones McPherson, Archer Gear for Sport, McPherson Center for Health, Freddy's Frozen Custard, Next Tech Wireless, and McPherson High School Booster Club. Time now for the Happy Egco Excellent Play of the Game. There have been, a lot of plays in this one. I would have to say It's tough. It is really tough because a lot of it was fundamentally sound defense, and it wasn't really a whole lot of flash, which Coach Kinnaman absolutely loves. But there was a block that turned into a layup the other end. Especially the block by Gabe Pyle. That was a rejection from Gabe Pyle. That's going to be our Happy Egg Co. Excellent Play of the Game. Visit happyeggfarms.com to learn how you can help feed America. Gabe's also going to be named our People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game. 26 points for the senior on his final game. So he will be once again credited with the People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game. People's Bank and Trust in Inman, Lindsborg, and McPherson since 1898. Community banking at its best. That's going to do it for us here for the Roundhouse. Regular season basketball is officially done, but postseason basketball starts off next week. The Bullpup boys will be at home on Tuesday. The Bullpup girls will be on the road on Wednesday for the first round of Sub-State next week. We'll have coverage of both of those games for you on KMCP. We will also have video live streams for those as well. But until then, for studio engineer Sherry Bruce and live stream coordinator Carson Spotted Elk, this is Lynn Gillespie saying thank you for tuning in all season long to coverage of Bullpup basketball. It's not done yet, as the postseason is next, and we'll see if the Bullpup boys can get another run to the state championship right here on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Your home for McPherson Bullpup basketball. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. For more Bullpup coverage, find exclusive stories and streaming audio online at AdAstraRadio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, leading the way in regional sports coverage. It's basketball season, and that means the McPherson Bullpups are on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.